Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk. Whoa, I was chasing my glory, then fell asleep. Woke me up and told me to go feed the sheep. Sent me deep in the streets just to bring them peace. Yeah, we be where them blickies be busting, where they end your life with no discussion. But as soon as they see the light rushing, they know that the Lord walking with us, no bluffing. People say that I'm fake, I'm like, okay. Do you walk in the light or you throw shade? 1 more sex on my skin, I got no shame. We was preaching about Jesus before fame. Get it? Did that. On my side, yeah, he been that. That's the devil where my sins at. On the cross, cause he pinned that. Big throne where he sits at. That hit him, then he hit back. Resurrected, yeah, that's big facts. Told us hold it down till he get back. Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah, walk with me. Step in the scene with the fly, had to keep it so steady, don't fall for the fights. Had to cut out the session, he got in the crop. Hold up, spiritual weapons when miracles happen. I'm never surprised cause it got. Ain't serving no Hannah Montana, ain't switching my banner like David, we slinging the rock. We kicking this beating, why serve you short? Even if it mean I'm bleeding. Come kill my flesh, my soul still breathing. Speak through me, yeah, yeah. This heart keep beating, these lungs keep singing. Come and step into the kingdom, for the ones mistreated. To the day we see them, this feel like the moment we seek in the day we can sing up the water, get freedom to walk.
All right, what is poppin'? What is poppin'? Welcome in. Game time, game time. Good to see you guys. Let's do it. Let's run it.
Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got
all right,
tell them come and
let's do it. Okay. All right. Can y'all hear me all right? We good? We good? Are we good to go? What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. Good to see y'all. Happy what is today? Tuesday? Happy Tuesday. I got some sell stops here on gold. Goldie. Hold on one sec. All right. Well, what's good? Welcome in. What up, Captain? 3 ants in the house. What up, Christian? What up, Jamil? Tony Gold in the house. What's poppin'? What's poppin', everyone? Good to see you guys. Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Yes, sir. How we feeling? How we feeling? Z Gamer in the house. What up, Louis G? What up, Vishal? How y'all feeling, man? Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome in. It is Tuesday, June 17th. It is another day here, so let's get it started. Let me just lower the music a little bit. How y'all doing? What up, AV Mike? Can you guys hear me all right? What up, Norbin? YOLO Trader in the house. What's poppin'? What's poppin'? I think we got 2 Zooms going right now. I think we got John on one session, Nick on another. I think so. Zoom seems a little empty right now. All right, well, let's get started in here. We're going to rock and roll here. It's another New York session, so we are back at it. Let's go ahead and pray, and then we will begin our day here. Well, Father in heaven, Lord, we thank you for this opportunity, another day, just to say thank you, just to sit here in pure gratitude and just be amazed at all that you've been doing and all that you will continue to do, Lord. We thank you for the work that's being done here. We know that the harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few, Lord. So I pray that you would send more workers so we can train them up so they can go out and do incredible things for your kingdom, Lord. We thank you for your presence here today, and we honor you in Jesus' name. Amen. 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 Let's do this. All right, let's talk about it. Goldie. Let's see what we got going on here in the headlines. I forgot that we do have some core retail sales coming in here at 8:30 today. So we do have some red folder news coming in. It's going to be at 8:30, and that is going to be in about an hour, a little bit less than an hour's time. So we might get a little bit of shaky price action here on the front end, but it should be a great day overall. It looks like we got a bunch of news coming out all the way up until like 10 10 a.m. here today. So yeah, we'll dive into that. But that's about it. Keep in mind, we do have FOMC coming in tomorrow. Markets may, be a little iffy here today, a little shaky, but all in all, we should be good to go here. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Let's go ahead and run into the technicals. I do have a sell stop. I might be activated. Yeah, I'm activated here on gold. So let's talk about the sells here, why we're looking for sells, and all that good stuff. All right, so let's start off on the daily time frame here. So the daily time frame is currently bearish. As you can see, every single time we've kind of came into these ranges. Let me just there we go, perfect. Basically every single time that we came up in the zone here, we ended up kind of creating this resistance, right? So you have a nice resistance form right here, and then you have a nice move down, right? Same thing, resistance form, nice move down, you have a resistance form. I would expect price to, come back down into these ranges, just like the daily time frame did the last 2 times we were up in this area here. So that's what I'm anticipating here on the bigger spectrum here, like the higher time frame, like the daily. But let's go down to the 4-hour drop down here. We're in a bit of consolidation on the 4-hour, right? So you see a lot of rejection to the top side. You also see some rejection to the downside. So we're currently a little confused. 1 second here. Yeah, perfect. We're currently a little confused. We got support, we got resistance, and price doesn't really know what to do, right? So it's just trying to figure out, find its way, make its way up. There isn't a lower wick, so no lower wick on this current 4-hour candle, which I would expect the candle to start moving down, right? Especially with the daily being bearish and us kind of closing with a resistance on the 30-minute time frame, right? So I am expecting price to move down a little bit here, especially come NY open. So we got like 20 minutes for NY open. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour again is in this overall area where we're starting to just create resistance, right? Resistance here, and then we possibly get another one here for price to continue moving down, right? That's pretty much the goal out of this trade here. So let's take a look at the 30-minute. So 30-minute did close. We did close below the range. So if we're looking at ranges here, I've got a resistance sitting here, and we have a 30-minute closure below there, right? So that's kind of what we're looking at. I did enter on the break of the lows. We have an extremely clean range coming down, 130 pips. So that's my target here. My trade's going to look something like this. Yeah, something like this, probably like a 50, 60 pip stop, and then you're gonna have some sort of like partials and all that good stuff down here. So we'll see how we do. Everything looks clean so far. Price is fluctuating a little bit. Again, we're sitting ahead of the NY open. We're also sitting right in front of the news. So again, this can kind of go any which way. I do have only 2 contracts open here. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. So that's Goldie for us, and we'll see how this one takes place. We might hop into a little bit of trouble just in front of NY open, but if we re-break that low, everything should be pretty clean to move back down. Boom, ba boom, ba boom. All right, cool. So that's that. Let's take a look at NQ here as well. See what we got going on. So NQ is just ranging a bit. So let's see here. We have daily time frame. We did close bullish, really weird, funky bullish closure yesterday. The daily time frame is overall in this nasty, just doesn't really know what it's doing, right? It's just kind of confused at this point. Anything above here is just all choppy, right? So not too much happening on NQ in terms of direction there. We are overall bullish though, so I would expect maybe as price comes down in here to create some sort of support on the 4-hour, and then continue moving up today. It's going to be tough. You got a lot of chop here, a lot of chop on the way up, so that's going to be a little tough. I would probably wait for like the open, like NY, New York open or something like that before taking any sort of trades here on NQ. It's just a chop fest going on. So I think that's probably the best range here. Wait for that range to break out, and then, maybe go from there. All right. So that's that. Yeah, we'll revisit NQ around like 9 a.m. ish. Yeah, 9 a.m. All right. What up, Bone? Good morning, Allison. What up, Louis G? How we feeling, brother? How we feeling? What up, Michael? Big Q in the house. So that's it. So that's Goldie. We'll see if this works out in front of NY Open or not. It should be good. We had a nice closure below here, so a very simple playbook position. And yeah, now we gotta wait. We gotta wait. Keep in mind though, we are right in front of the open, right in front of news here. So all right, perfect. Where's my stop? My stop's going to be above, like, somewhere back above the range. It's going to be like a 55, 60 pip stop. You got to give this a little bit of room to breathe, especially right in front of the open here. All right. What's up, Henry? Are we in cells? Yeah, I'm in cells, yep. If you're not in cells, just don't just hit the sell button right now, right? Set a sell stop on the break of the low or wait for this candle to close here. Am I taking all my trades on the live account too? I am. I'm in this trade here on this account as well. Yeah. This is 1 hour bearish closure against bullish candles. Yesterday. Wait, what? 1 hour? What about it? Similar, yeah, actually it's similar trade to yesterday. Yeah, very, very similar trade to yesterday's trade. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see what's going to happen. The only thing is yesterday's trade was a little bit more like near the open. So this one was taken at 7:30. So again, this one could go either way. 15 looks good, right? It closed with no bottom wick. 15 looks good. 30 looks good. But the 1 hour is still bullish, right? So that's the risk that we run here today. Or on this trade, I should say. Yeah, if you like, you could put your stops above the main highs. Right, those are going to be your best stops up there, and keep them up there, and then that way it gives this little time frame here enough room to kind of mess around here, and if it wants to, you know, wick up and close bearish, right, you still survive that position there. So anytime you're taking a trade like right in front of news, it's always best to leave just a little bit of room for price to fluctuate and mess around, because before the open or before news, price can really, you know, move around a bit. But just another trade, you know what I mean? It could be a winner, could be a loser. Playbook position doesn't really matter. Doesn't matter too much. 15 closure. Yeah, I see we close on the 15. Yeah, that's going to be a little concerning. We got a little to no wick here, though. So, yeah, I'll probably just hold this for now. We'll see how we close in 11 minutes come NY open. Boom, boom. Just joined the clubhouse. Oh, nice. Yeah, did you get the email? Should get it. Yeah, check your email again. Let's see. How's everyone doing, man? How'd you guys do yesterday? Everyone did good? Off to a good week so far, or what? Oh, man, it's cold in my house. Got the AC on blast here. Give me 1 second. Yo, what up, Captain? I seen you in there last night, brother. Congrats, man. Welcome in. Welcome to the clubhouse, my friend. Yes, sir. We took a beautiful trade in Asian last night. W trade in Asian, and that's it. That's all I'm sitting on. Now waiting for New York session. Yeah. The captain's in the house, baby. Let's go. Let's go. What up, Ben? How we feeling, bro? Good morning. Held the trade last night in... Oh, what happened? What happened in London? Yeah, my power went out last night. It's wild. Yeah, I was with you guys for a little bit. Took a stupid trade on my combine. Got little hijacked. Yeah, man. Trust me, brother. It happens. It happens. Crazy B, how long have you been trading? Feeling great. Good to hear it. Good to hear it. Clubhouse, how we feeling? Let me pop Clubhouse up here. How you doing? What's poppin'? Futures lore in the house. What up, big dog? What up, Patrick? Good morning, Allison. Good to see y'all. Good to see you guys. What up, Doe? What up, Yanosh? What's good? Are we in cells? I am in the cells. Yeah. Oh wow. Good morning, Josh. How are you, bro? Morning, morning, morning. All right, I'm going to go break even on this trade here. Yeah, I'm going to go break even. I'm going to probably close it on my live account here. So I'll take another 1,300 there, and then this one is going to be closed up as well. Yeah, we're going to move stops into profit here. Yeah, great trade. Great trade. All right, cool. So that was it. We got about, what was it? About 48 pips. Yeah, about 48 pips. Closed full on live. Closed full on funded. And yeah, that's how you make, wow. Yeah, that's pretty good. So yeah, now we'll wait for the next best setup here. Yeah, nice move. Been following Raja since 2019, but trading on 4 combines since April. Nice, dude. Nice. Amazing. Amazing, bro. Yeah, Raja's been an amazing mentor, teacher to me in terms of trading. It's been super cool, and now it's been super cool to officially like link up with him and talk a little bit more with him. We're gonna have him on the live stream on Thursday this week, so he might pop up like every week moving forward just to hang out now with us. So coming full circle here. What a ride it's been. But yeah, man, 2019, you can really, you know, with the knowledge that you have now, you can really start to gain some traction, man. So just stay focused. Try not to make too many mistakes, and you'll be good, brother. Yeah, keep following Raja. Keep following my stuff. 900 on FTMO. W, brother. W. Yeah, I think, so I'm up, what, 750 times 3 here today. So 2,200 there, and then 1,300 over here. Yeah, so like 3,600 here. Lovely, lovely. What up, YOLO trader? This trade looks like the one we took in Asian session. Yeah, this I mean, this is a you know, textbook playbook setup here. You know what I mean? Just very simple. Notice how I didn't care whether this trade would win or lose. Doesn't matter to me. The only thing that matters to me is that I'm in this and it represents my playbook. Right? If it represents my playbook, I got to be in. If I win it or lose it, that really doesn't matter today. You know, I mean, it might matter today, but it really doesn't matter next month or in the month, or you know what I mean? So you got to really kind of look at the bigger picture there when you're in trades and stuff like that, and focus on that type of stuff. All right, let me just mark this one up here real quick. Just give me one moment. So this was a 30-minute onion play, 30-minute fake out, whatever you want to call it. Let me explain it. I mean, the fake out was sitting right here, right? It was obvious. It was so obvious, I actually called this as a signal. Clubhouse, that was the first signal I've ever called, and probably the last in the clubhouse. Maybe not the last. But yeah, so call it right here, man. 732. Once I place my sell stops, you had a beautiful fake out back below the range. Sell stops were placed, and yeah, that was it. No way, John just got stopped by a pip. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you're right in front of the open or right in front of news, I don't really advise you to do it in front of news, but if you're right in front of the open, you gotta maybe extend those stops just a little bit, because price can fluctuate, price can kind of move up and down, and yeah, you gotta be careful there. But I mean, overall, I mean, look, we are bearish, we are closing below, right? We are most likely moving down into this zone right here. So having your stop up here, yeah, it gives you a little bit more risk, but gang, from experience, I know that like 8 out of 10 times this candle is not coming back up here, right? Especially when we get the fake out like that. So yeah, you gotta give it a little bit of room to breathe, and that thing saved us today. He sent the signal. Show us real time how you journal. I'll be honest. You guys want to see? So I don't do it real time here. I just put it over. I'll be honest. Here's what I actually do. I send it to Green on Discord, and then I go grab the picture later and mark it up in my journal. Yeah. Is my live account? My live account is forex. Yeah, it's XAU USD. Yeah, and take a look at NQ. Looks like the same. Yeah, it might be. I probably wouldn't touch NASDAQ until like 9 a.m. today, though. But yeah, let's take a look. Oh yeah, maybe a breakout. This whole range though is just so chopped. All this right here. How much? What is the room looking like here? Yeah, it's like 40 pips, 40 points. Yeah, I mean the buys are okay here with NY Open coming up. Keep in mind the 4 hours bearish though, so I don't know. I don't really like trading this pair too much before 9 o'clock in the morning, because it's just choppy. Love you, Nick. Hey, love you too, bro. Love you too. Learning from you and Raja a lot. All right, we'll come to the stream on Thursday. Raja's gonna come hang out with us for a little bit. Good morning, Engineer 14. What's the email address for TTE? It's going to be info@timetoeattrading.com. info@timetoeattrading.com. All right, let's run it. Great trade here. Great trade. Well anticipated before NY Open. Charlotte. I'm actually liking trading a live account again. It feels pretty good. All right, perfecto. Got mom and dad off Sherman. Sad history. Wait, what? Oh, 1 pip? Ah, yeah, that's the worst. Hey, it happens, man. It happens. It happens. Futures lower, stacking in the profits. Very nice. 411. Good job, bro. Good job. Let's see Yeah, so we'll see now. The candle closed like no wick at the bottom here, so pretty interesting. So yeah, probably gonna have to wait here for a little pullback now on the lower time frame before we get back in. So I do like the shorts. The sells still look good, but my mission here on this trade was really to come right into this range here, right? Once we kind of tapped into that zone right there, that's where I wanted to really close partials and whatnot. So that's happened. Now we've closed right at that range with like no wick in the bottom, right? So we got to see what happens here. But yeah, so far so good on this account here, up 3,700. So this, like, I've only been trading this now for 2 days. So just yesterday's New York session trade, yesterday's Asian, and then today's New York sesh trade. Yeah, just 3 trades. Basically closed like 1,000 on each one of them. Might have to do a little withdrawal. Little withdrawal. I'm hype. Oh, send me a, hold on, where'd you send that? Where'd you send that? Yeah, I think I'm locked in on, I'm not locked in on it, but I think I found one not too far from where I live. The same color I want, so we'll see. We'll see if we can work the deal. What bank do I use? For business, I use Chase Bank. Yeah. All right, yeah, if you guys did get hit on this trade, I mean, it's no biggie. I mean, you guys are right about the direction, the idea here, right? Sometimes you are going to get hit by 1 pip. I mean, that happens to me from time to time as well. It's happened before. It'll happen again. It kind of sucks, but there's nothing we can really do about that. Yeah, it sucks though. It sucks even more when it happens in front of 1,200 people, and then they all survive the trade, and you get hit, and then they all spam W's in the chat, and then you're over here sweating, and you keep a big smile on your face, but really, you just want to go punch the punching bag over there. Yeah. So, oh man. Martin, yeah, I mean, it works for me. You know what I mean? It works for me. A lot of my trades, when you have such a high win rate like we do, you know, the stop, I don't even consider myself, like, I didn't even consider really losing that trade. I just wanted to leave room for it, like, before NY Open. If we would have closed any shady, sketchy way before NY Open, I would have been very quick to get out of there. Right, but before that happens, price can move up and move down, it break highs, break lows. So I know that from experience. Anytime you're trading right in front of New York Open or any Open for that matter. So anytime I do take a trade at like 7:30 or anything like that, it's good to leave the stop open a little bit, so it gives that trade a little bit of room to fluctuate. We didn't really need that much room on this trade. This one actually wasn't that bad compared to other trades prior to the open where they really will kind of get all crazy. So yeah, just keep that in mind moving forward. I think it's a good lesson for today is that if you are taking trades, usually we will wait for the open to take our trade, but if we are going to take the trade, then at least leave yourself a little bit of room to breathe. Yeah, I also went small on that. I only went 2 contracts. So that was another reason. If we would have had that set up at NY Open, I would have kept a very tight stop, you know, after the open was done, and I would have sized up much bigger on that trade. So, you know, just that's what I would say is before the open, it's still a little sketchy. Lower your size, open your stop a little bit. If we are at the open, tighten your stop up, increase your size, and that's kind of how I run it. What was yesterday's New York trade? That was let me go on this one. That was over here. So there was a 15-minute celery. I explained this one in my story here on Instagram, but it was basically a 15-minute celery. The daily was obviously bearish. The 4-hour was had already filled the wick or something, I think. And then we were starting to come down on the 1 hour. We were starting to come down on the closed bearish on where'd it go? Closed bearish on the 30-minute. I didn't really pay attention, so I didn't know that this 30 didn't have a wick on it. because once the hour candle closed with no wick, I jumped right down to the 15 because I was already looking at a potential sellery. So now that that happened, I jumped right down to the 15. I set my sell stops, and yeah, we just melted off. Yeah, closed. Once that candle closed with very little wick, I closed full right there. Yeah, look at my positions. One here, one here. They're all the same. This was Asian session trade. It was the same exact trade as, right? Pretty much the one in New York yesterday. And then today is very simple, you know, another very simple playbook trade, just fake out there. Yeah, it's all for you. But what a move, what a nice move here. Unfortunately, now the NY Open candle opens up with no wick. So that actually, using that like 15 or minute actually saved us yesterday in Asian too, because in Asian yesterday, let me go back here. I like the fact that I could see the trades, right, with these little arrow things here. So yesterday, if we didn't execute on this position here, we would have had no trade, right? Because the 15-minute candle, it was what time was it? 8:45 p.m. Yeah, right before the higher volume and 9 o'clock candle in Asian, and we were debating, hey, should we wait, should we not wait, should we wait on the 1 hour? I don't know. I had a good read that price was going to push, especially after we broke the highs here. See how we broke the highs on the 30-minute, did a little pack runner, also did a little pack runner on the 15-minute time frame, and then this next candle was just like execution time, you know. So there was no hesitation there. It was execution. We waited for the 30 to make a little bit of a lower wick on this candle. It came back up, made a small top wick, and then set a sell stop there. And that was a quick push, real quick push, and then we just closed full, you know, right down here. Closed full, and then look again. If we would have waited for the 1 hour candle, we wouldn't have taken that trade because we had just closed that support now, and we weren't going to take a sell at support, right? Now you have to wait for price to close below that support, and that didn't happen for a while. But look, once it did, look where we went. Straight down. Straight down. So straight push. So yeah, that was yesterday's trade. Very similar to the one in New York. Wow, still moving. Still moving, baby. Amazing. Got it on the 5-minute breakout. Very nice. Very nice. Holy smokes. Scam alert. Nick Stu, scammer, called me on Discord but claimed he couldn't hear me. And then he pitched you the Eagle 4000. Hey, sorry, I tried to call you just so you know it's me, but for some reason I just can't talk right now. My microphone's broken, but don't be skeptical about that. Just send me the money for the Eagle 4000. Quick announcement. I will never message you on Discord. I will never message you on Instagram. I will never message you anywhere, for that matter, ever. Unless you actually hit me up, then I will message you back. But I will never, ever, ever randomly message you to see how you're doing or how your trading's going or anything like that. So just keep that in mind. Any sort of stuff that goes down like that is typically just like someone impersonating me and trying to get you to give them crypto. All right, I don't accept crypto for anything. Any of my businesses, services, anything like that, I do not accept crypto. So you'll never get that message from me. Cool. I didn't even know people still scam these days. I didn't even know people still get scammed. I mean, damn, it's like it's almost 2026, man. If you're getting scammed on Instagram in the DM, that's crazy. Or in Discord, that's wild. Gang, if you ever want to do business with somebody and you don't know them and they're online, that's a normal thing to do now, right? But my goodness, gang, get on Zoom with them, right? Do something, right? Make sure that's actually them before you hand them over thousands of dollars. I mean, duh, right? I mean, you guys must be super rich, because I would never in my life hand someone $1,000 or a couple hundred or even $100 probably for that matter. right? Unless I'm on the phone with them and talking with them and hiring them for a specific reason. Sim Z, what's poppin'? Johnny Jams, nice call. And that's funny. John had, I guess I didn't even see what was going on in pre-New York. John didn't see what was going on here, but I find it funny that we both had sell stops ready to go. So both thinking the same way, which is amazing. Punching bag in the office might be a good idea. It might be, you know? It might be. Did you close too early? Not really. I mean, I like this area right here. Plus we got a lot of news coming in. So, yeah, I like that area right there. Yeah, you're in front of NY Open there, and you're also, or I think, yeah, you're in front of NY Open here. So if you get your move to where you want it to be, which, you know, this is exactly where I wanted to take my partials and whatnot. So if you get that move before the open, or even like before the news, like it's wise to bag your profits there. Yeah. I mean, you got to keep in mind, right? So a lot of people want the big move. So most people make like what, like $25 an hour, right? Per hour, per 1 hour at work. So like, what is that a day? That's what is that? Most people work how many hours? Is it 8 or 10? 25 times, let's just do 8. So that means that the average person makes about $200 a day. Right? So now you get into this trading thing, and all of a sudden price comes down here right into the zone, and you're up, let's say, I think it was what, like, let's just say you're up $400 at that point, right? So that means you're up double in a few minutes what it takes you an entire day to make. And people will just let that go. People just say, no, I need this whole move down here because I need to make $1,000 here today, right? Not realizing, like, bro, you just doubled your daily income. Like, don't be greedy. Take what the markets are giving you and get the heck out of there, right? Everyone, they come from making $200 a day, but then they want to make $1,000 on every trade in the beginning. And it's just like, I get it, but dude, like, what about securing the $400 that it takes you to make 2 days, that it takes 2 days for you to make? Why not secure that, right? And then go on and look for the next best trade, or the next, you know, the next day, right? The next trading session. So, yeah, a lot of times people will kind of get greedy and leave the bag hanging. And that's why usually, like, they won't succeed long term, because they'll have the 400 so many times, yet they'll let it come right back on them. You know what I mean? So sometimes in the market, especially in front of the open or in front of the news like this, if the market's giving you profits, take them. Close 90% of your trade. Sit back, relax, take a deep, fresh breath of fresh air, and just chill, knowing you're a winner today. George VDM, how are ya, buddy? How are ya? Hey, how's it going? What's poppin'? That's $128 after tax. There you go, man. This is crazy, bro. This is crazy. And yet everyone wants to make, you know, $2,000 today. Was this trade in the clubhouse? It was. I think some people got hit at stops. I've seen some people send me some profit. It just depends where your stop loss was. Yeah, I don't know. Did we actually we did come up and re-break the high there, right? Yeah, I think some people had stops sitting like right there, unfortunately. Yeah, so it was basically current candle high on the 30, and the 30 came back up and re-broke it. So I don't know who made money, who didn't. I know the trade was called. But yeah, I think some people got hit, some people survived. It's a jungle out here. It's a jungle. Anyone that did get stopped out, I'm not sure if you guys gave it a second shot, but you could have had a sell stop on the re-break of the low there too. Kind of like I was explaining, like don't press sell right now, like when I was in drawdown a little bit, but wait for the break of the low or just wait for the candle to close. So if you got back in on the break of the low, then you should be chilling at this point. But yeah, this is still our NY open candle here. So obviously I wouldn't like this trade. Like I wouldn't take a sell after this 1 hour closure with no wick. So I'm glad we took the original sell, and now we just wait. You know, we got news coming out here. Ideally, if we can get this break and retest to work out, I think the bigger move will happen after the news, right? So if the news can pop off and we can start to come back up here, right, retest the zone and then create resistance again right in front of like 930, 945, that would be probably the bigger play of the day. And I would assume that wick would get filled right at some point and we can cruise on down here. So that's what I'm expecting come like you know, the New York open, like 930 open. So we'll see. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I mean, time is what we got here. Just closed. The Don Capo. Congrats. Congrats. I was stopped out. I gave it a second chance. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thanks for the amazing trade. Made the loss back. W. Lucas. I think John got back in too. I think I seen him say that. Right. And that's the power of the skill set. You know, that's why we are here to teach you the skill set. So not just to teach you how to enter or teach you how to exit and whatnot, but teach you how to have confidence, right? Because anyone that's been trading this system and who has been taught the system, you know, could have used their skill and say, you know what, this still looks really good. I'm re-adding my sell stop, right? Have confidence in that to get that trade right back. So yeah, the skill set's everything, man. Nah, swing breakouts? Nope, never. Let's see what we got here. Oh, is this NQ? The NASDAQ, nice. Right? Yeah, NQ here. Awesome, brother. He's green on the day. What a savage. What a savage. That's my boy right there. Martine getting to it. He's getting to it. Let's go. Yeah, anyone take an L using current candle? Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate too because we just broke the high. Just broke the high. So I wouldn't even consider that a losing trade, man. You know, that was just a money idea, money move. You know, just, I mean, if your stop was 2 or 3 pips above, you'd be sitting here celebrating right now. You know what I mean? So just kind of give yourself a little bit of leeway, right? Take into consideration what I said earlier about the stops in front of the open and in front of news, and just move on with your journey. Just another trade. What setup was that? That was yeah, it was onion or fake out or yeah. Yeah, wait for news now. What's up, hero of the day? Hero of the day. My bad. We got started a little early too today, so I don't know. I was just ready to go. Yeah, we'll probably start. Keep in mind, we'll probably start around like 7:30 every day moving forward. I don't like to be all jammed up in front of the NY Open like that with you guys and trying to rush the breakdown and rush getting things started and all that. So, yeah, we'll start at 7:30 moving forward. So that way we got some time before NY Open. Any other add-on to that? No, not really awareness. Outside of the stop loss stuff, that's about it. That's about it, brother. Good trade, guys. Good. Everyone, good trade. You know what I mean? Good trade. If you got hit with the stop, it's really not that big of a deal. Quick little lesson to learn, and that's it. What was the reason to ignore the 4 hour? I'm not necessarily ignoring the 4 hour, right? The 4 hour is in a big consolidation range, right? It never broke any of the highs. So I actually used the 4 hour to my advantage, knowing that, okay, look, we're probably going to come back down into the range. It was a random abrupt move up there for no reason. We're consolidating, and I was just anticipating now this candle coming down based off of what I'm currently looking at on the daily time frame, right? Because the daily time frame is bearish here. So if the daily time frame is bearish and the 4 hours pushing up but not breaking the highs, it's most likely going to reject back into that consolidation. On top of that, you had a 30-minute closure back below the range, and then that was enough to kind of, you know, get me excited. Please hit the like. Yeah, give the stream a like for me here. Give the stream a like. I don't do signals. I'm just... Oh, J-Mac. The screenshot was very much appreciated. You got it, brother. Yeah, you know, the thing is, I didn't know if you guys were on pre-New York or not. And, like, I didn't want to take this trade at 7:30 without y'all. Yeah, so I was setting up the stream, but I wanted to make sure, you know, I sent it in there. Did I catch your Friday reference? Wait, I know this man. I know this man. Let's go, Isaac. W, brother. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Everybody in the club getting pipsy. Everybody in the club getting pips. 500 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. That's right. That's right. That's right. I just watched a video on this yesterday. Oh, nice. Yeah. What do you click to take partials on top one? So if you're in a set, what up, Nico? It's my boy Nico. Hey, one of the original TTE squad members here. All right, so if you're in a sell, Nico, you got to come down and you got to hit limit buy. And what that's going to do is that's going to bring this up for you. So remember how we used to use magic keys and we would move it around like that? So you can move this. So this will be your partial TP. So that way when price hits that, it'll close X amount of contracts out. So let's say you had 2 contracts open on this sell position and you wanted to close half, you would just you would right click, come over here to buy, limit buy, and then 1 contract, 2 contract, 3, you see them? That's going to be how much you're closing. So if you have 2 open and you want to close 1, hit limit buy 1, and then when it hits there, it'll close half the position for you. Shout out to my boy Nico. Do I have a course? I do have a course. The course is all built in the clubhouse. Yeah, the clubhouse gets basically when you join the clubhouse, you have full access to everything I do. Even signals. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. There will be no signals sent in the clubhouse ever. But yeah, I did want to send that one out because, again, I didn't know if you guys were still on for pre-New York or not, and I didn't want to come on here and just be in a winning trade, you know, without y'all. And if I was going to be in a losing trade, it better have been with you guys. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Yeah, the course is in the clubhouse. So all you got to do is go to timetoeattrading.com, go to clubhouse, sign up for the clubhouse. You get the full course. You get access to all the webinars, all the trade reviews, and everything else in there. Yeah, it's the trading course right here. So if you come over here, all the webinars are here. You have a full course as well. I'll show you guys a little bit. I'm going to be adding another 5 or 6 videos to the course here this week as well. So just the topics of it, how to read candles, understanding the playbook, impulse entries, higher time frame, lower time frame correlation, and risk management. So bunch of different videos. They're all like 8 to 10 minutes long. Some are even like 5 minutes long. Very simple, very easy to digest. Even a 3rd grader can learn from this course here, and that's the way I designed it, right? Is that you can come in and barely have any experience within this trading style or trading in general, and come in here and know exactly what to do after going through this course material and going through the webinars. It's a very, very simple, straightforward academy here. So I wanted to make it so that when my daughter turns 5, she can learn how to trade very quickly, which will be next year. So very, very simple. Actually, if you've never traded before and you've never gone through any type of other systems, this is probably like, if you come in here, you can learn this so quick at a 3rd grade level and be able to, start executing and making mistakes in the market as soon as tomorrow. Notice how I didn't say making money in the market, right? You guys know, a lot of y'all think if you take a course, the next day you're just going to be profitable. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Right? You study the course, you study the learning material, you study everything, and then you go out and make mistakes in the market. Not money. You make mistakes, right? And then those mistakes help you to tweak, alter, adjust, correct, refine, and then the money starts coming. And that period could take, and that, by the way, that period of time is on you. That could be 2 weeks, that could be 2 months, that could be 2 years, that could be 20 years. You don't think so? There's a lot of people sitting in front of these charts for 20 years and they still haven't figured this thing out. Really, they haven't figured themselves out, right? Because that's really what it comes down to. But yeah, all that stuff is on you. You come in the clubhouse, the mentorship is at the highest levels possible. The webinars, all the pre-recorded content, the course, everything is designed to help you become successful. So become successful, man. Do we take a trade in the clubhouse every session? We take a trade in the clubhouse every session. A playbook trade shows up. Yeah. So there are sessions where the playbook setup doesn't show up, and in that session we don't take a trade. But what we do is we do have some really good quality conversation on every single session we do, where something could be learned, something could be understood a little bit better, and you could unlock a new level of your, knowledge, wisdom, and trading experience. I was busy watching the playbook, so I missed the entry. How you doing? Very nice, very nice. By the way, Rafi's webinar from last weekend is up. So you guys who didn't see that, go check it out. If you go to the webinar section, this is it, man. So start at the bottom and work your way up. These are all about an hour, hour and a half long. So these you really do need to take your time with, but everything you need is right in here. Seriously, like if you go through all this material, there's no more excuse, on why you can't do this. So everything that you need to know about winning and making money with this strategy is right here in these webinars, in these courses, and then just jam-packed throughout these live streams. If you're not journaling your trades, you must watch the importance of journaling your trades. You must watch it. Yeah, amazing, amazing. So that's what you get access to when you pull up to the clubhouse. All right, here comes the news. Here we go. Can we get our little pullback and resistance somewhere around 34.12 would be great, or are we just going to melt? That's the question. What's the point of paying $150 a month if I don't make money? That's a question you have to answer. What would be the point of it? What would be the point of it? What would be the point of it? How do I do I prefer fixed stop loss like 15, 20 pips? I don't, because that's very random, right? Because like this trade here, if I use 20 pips, I would have got stopped out for no reason, right? So I'm big on using structure, you know what I mean? Wherever it is, it is. I mean, you know, you gotta, you know, if it's too big, lower your size. If it's you know, too for me, stop loss got to be above either the current wick or the previous wick. Those are like my stop loss placements, or some sort of a lower time frame, like a 5 minute, 1 minute, swing high or swing low. Yeah, otherwise I don't like leaving it just a random 20 pips, because then I get stopped out here for no reason at all, and price just, you know, continues to melt. Yeah. Yeah, let's take a look here. By the way, if you join the clubhouse, I don't think there's many people not making money. Like, I mean, let me just show y'all. I mean, payouts, getting paid, payouts, getting paid. Everybody in the club getting pips, bruh. Who's that? Who said it again? Nigel. Nigel. Everyone in the club's getting pips, bruh. Payouts. Payouts. Think about this. How's your way working? Payouts. Right? Why don't you, 1,500 a day keeps the 9 to 5 away. How you doing? Right? Green, green, green. Payouts. So you got to think to yourself, how's your way working? Payouts. Right? And then you got to ask yourself, is their way working a little bit better than mine? And if so, you got to put your ego down. You got to invest the time and money, and you got to level up. Payouts. 13K in payouts. I think the clubhouse is doing pretty damn good. 3,100 in payouts. Green weeks here for Nikki. Holy smoke. $1,700 a week. I mean, come on. Come on. Unnecessary chatter here. You guys could leave this in the clubhouse chat, by the way. Yeah, money. Getting money. Right? Another week. Struggle in the middle, but ends the week green. Savage. Still up 8K. W, Pedro. So I don't think there's an issue with getting money around this clubhouse at all. Another payout. Another payout. Another payout. Another payout. Right? So we have a couple problems, but getting money isn't one of them. I'll tell you that. Another payout. So yeah, I think you know, I don't want to butcher the point here, but anyway, red numbers here on Goldie. So red, or I should say on the dollar. So yeah, we may see a bit of a push up on gold now. So I'm glad we got out of ourselves. I failed my top one challenge. Can I get another one? Yeah, you just got to go buy it. You gotta reinvest in it. I think the TT code for 55% off and all that, I think ends tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, on the 18th. Yeah, I think so. If you know, you know, Tamra. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I've been on a mission. Been here for 2 years and not making anything? Well, then that's probably something that you have to look in the mirror about, my G. Like, seriously. Because if you've been here for 2 years and you didn't make anything, but other people have been here for 2 months and have made thousands of dollars, you know what I mean? There's something going on, right? The variable in the equation is you. So you got to look into yourself, find out what mistakes you're making, and then, you know, send them through. I'll help you out. You know, send your trades in. I'll take a look at them and see where you're at. I mean, I've been making money over the last 2 years. Mostly everyone else has been making money over the last 2 years, or at least getting to the point where they're making money now. So, you know, you gotta check the man in the mirror. But I will help you out if you want to send any trades in and see what kind of where you're missing it or where the money is leaving. What's the code? The code is TTE for top one. TTE. Stick to the playbook, man. If you guys missed yesterday's live stream, I would highly recommend going back and watching the entire stream yesterday. Yesterday's stream was one of the best streams we've ever done. Which book would I recommend first? Slight Edge or Magic of Thinking Big? Well, I read Magic of Thinking Big first, so I'd probably recommend that. Because I want you to think big and then learn about the Slight Edge. Let's see here. Damn. Before the clubhouse, 2 months only with YouTube. 5 payouts. Yeah, remember that? Oh man. At one point, like, and I think that momentum is back here. But at one point, in our trading, back when we were trading like the forex prop firms, man, there was a season where it was like we could not miss. Like, it was just getting funded, people getting payouts. It went bananas there for a little bit, and it's going bananas right now, to be honest. It's bananas, bro. Yeah, we talked. Yeah, especially. By the way, AB Mike, I know you weren't here yesterday, but I think you would approve of that message. And by the way, I think that message really inspired a lot of people. I got a lot of messages saying, "Hey, man, it felt like you were just talking straight to me," you know. So a lot of people, you know, do that, right? So. But AB Mike's story can really inspire a lot of people and save people a lot of time too. You know what I mean? And really understand. Anyone just come to the conclusion yesterday after hearing that conversation, like, what the hell am I doing? Right? These guys are up here printing money every single day, and I'm over here doing what? Right? Breaking the plan, trying to make my own thing up, right? When there's literally a proven system, right? They would call it a well-oiled machine that is operating right in front of your face, but you know, you want to go out and do something else, right? So I love the fact that you want to go out and do something else, and you're curious. I mean, so was I. I mean, every leader, right? Everyone has to kind of do their own thing, but you know, to save you some time and energy, I mean, just stick to the playbook. It works. It works, bro. I mean, we're literally printing in front of you every day. Green days after green days. We might not be making 50 grand on every single trade like your favorite IG guru, but yo, we're consistently printing day by day enough money to never have to go back to a day job again. And I think that's probably what most of you guys want. I don't think most of you guys want the Lamborghinis and the mansions and the big Ferraris. I really think you just want an extra $100,000 a year coming in so you can tell your boss to go kiss your you-know-what, right? So you can give your wife a kiss and say, honey, you ain't never got to go back to work again. I got this. I'm going to handle this, right? So I think that's what you mainly want. I don't think you really want I mean, by the way, $100,000, 40 grand a month and 100 grand a month, there's really no difference. There's really not. At 40 grand, you could basically do anything you want to do. 40, 30, 40 grand. So just focus on taking your base hits and you know, leveling up, right? You're not going to make 40 grand a month right out the gate, but you could certainly start making 4 grand a month, right? And 5 grand a month, and then make your moves from there. I remember 2 years ago in the summer, no losses, just wins. Yeah. And then look, we also went through periods of time in seasons in being on this stream where we couldn't even get a win. Right? Who remembers times like that, you know? So you got to be in it. You got to be all in, gang. You got to be in for everything. You can't just be in for the good times. Right? You can't just be in for the wins and the money. You got to be in for the lessons, the blessings, the learning, the losing, all of it. You know, that's what develops you into an incredible trader at the end of the day. I mean, most people want to skip the best part, and the best part may not feel or look like the best part in the moment, but looking back, the best parts were those times where, you know, I had to learn, I had to grow, I made mistakes, I made adjustments, I, you know, kept kept screwing things up, but eventually I'm like, why do I keep touching the stove? I keep burning my hand, right? And eventually you learn and you stop. And like I was saying yesterday on my story, you know, I think a lot of you guys just don't care, you know, about what goes on. Like, I'm telling you, if I took a trade against my plan on Friday and I lost, that my weekend was ruined. Like, absolutely ruined. Like, I was freaking pissed. You know, when I broke my plan during the day on a weekday, I was so mad. Like, this stuff ruined my day. This is how passionate I am about this craft and about getting good. I would literally sleep the day off. I would tell my wife and say, look, I'll put Alea down for a nap today, because I was just so pissed and I didn't want to just have a bad attitude all day because of my stupid behaviors at the desk, right? So I think some of you guys just aren't mad enough. I think you're not angry enough at yourself, because when you take a loss or you blow an account, you just move on. You just move on, you know what I mean? So you got to really lock in and make the tweaks and adjustments. Make them, right? So that way you can move on and make money here. I'm here for the growth. That's right. Shut up and trade. FX Cartel, all blues. You shut up, bro. You shut up. I'm already up $4,000 today, G. Talk to me. Talk to me. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, real talk, man. You got to get pissed. You got to get tight, you know, and you got to make those. You got to look at yourself in the mirror and say, what am I doing? What am I doing? Again, these guys are printing all day, every day, showing us exactly how to make money, doing it right in front of us. Why am I deviating? Why am I going against a proven profitable system? So that's just a message for y'all today. Take it how you like. I think it can help someone, but man, just start getting fed up. Start getting fed up. Let's see. Let's see, Clubhouse. Let's see. Yo, I don't know what's going on in the Clubhouse. Just like a roller coaster, you might be scared on the ride, but when you get on it, yeah, ups and downs, but that's the point. Exactly. I love that. That's the point. The ups and downs create the great ride, and at the end, you're happy to say, let's do it again. I love that, bro, because look, that's so cool, and I never really thought about it like that, but I'll be honest, I'll look back and I'll say I'll do that all over again. To live the life I'm living today, to have what I have today, the knowledge, the wisdom, the skill sets, I would do it all over again. It would still be so worth it, right? To, you know, look back and do it again and be financially independent by the time I was 29 years old, right? 30 years old. So I'd do it again and again and again. What time did I take the trade today? 7:30. So this is a 7:30 trade. Who said shut up? I don't know. I forgot. Honestly. Is that an onion play on the 15? Which one is? Are we talking about up here? This 30-minute. Yeah, it's like a 30-minute onion, 30-minute fake out here. Yeah. Crypto Dons in the house. Oh no, Crypt Dons. I like it. I think we're living in different worlds. I mean, we might be, brother. I think we are too, actually. Yeah. Me too. Can you please explain? I joined late. Are you talking about the trade? So yeah, the trade was pretty simple here. So the daily is bearish, right? So daily time frame bearish. So I'm expecting this daily candle to make a top wick like it did, and then eventually start to move down, right? And if it breaks the lows, I think we can continue down here today. Now coming down, dropping to the 4 hour, you had a lot of consolidation here, right? So you had all this consolidation on the 4 hour chart where you had pretty much support here and then resistance. So you had support, right? You have resistance here, and that's basically the 4 hour range. So at the time of the trade, the 4 hour looks something like this, right? Where we had moved up and we started to come down. So the 4 hour is now ducking back down into the range, and we never broke the highs. You see how all these highs are never being broke? We started rejecting from that area. So it takes skill, right? And this is why we kind of teach this every day and learning how to put the time frames together, right? So keep in mind, daily is bearish, right? It's currently making a top wick. The 4 hour is rejecting the highs, and we're in this nasty consolidation. So what's the chances are now, if the daily's bearish with 4 hours rejecting, it's still in consolidation, that we don't melt back down into the range, right? So very, very high probability we do that. So now the 1 hour candle, it closes, and it closes with no top wick on it, right? So no top wick. Let me get rid of the bam. So no top wick on the 1 hour. We close right below resistance. Then we drop down to the 30 minute, and we see that the 30 minute has closed below this range here, giving us a fake out, right? So everything now is pointing down. Daily's pointing down, 4 hours starting to reject, 1 hour close without a top wick, 30 minute candle close back below the range, and that's enough to get me in that trade. Yep. So now what happens is you wait for a top wick. We had a top wick come up to like right here, and then once that was set, sell stops were set on the break of the lows. I did get activated. We did come up and break the high once, as you can see, and again, some people got stopped there, but then, you know, that never disqualified us from this being a winning trade. As it rebroke the lows, it came down. My target was going to be somewhere in this area here, right? And that was it. You know, this candle closed it out a wick on the bottom and just closed full right there. See how I played the time frame and made it all make sense? And you guys see that, like, all my trades are like that, you know? So I know sometimes you get confused. I think I've seen a comment here, hey, I'm still confused about the time frames, and that's understandable. You know what I mean? It's, again, gang, I've been doing this for 6 years every single day, right? You've been doing it for 6 months every other day. So obviously I'm going to understand these things a little bit better than you, but through chart time and through consistency and commitment, you will learn these time frames. You know, this was one of the hardest things for me to really put together, but once it comes together, and a lot of it does happen via experience, then you will understand how to put those time frames together just like I am. Yeah, but my goal here, and the reason I'm here, right, is to help you shorten your learning curve, right? So if it took me 6 years to figure all this out, I want to help you guys do it in 6 months, right? But you got to be consistent, and you can't deviate if you want that type of growth. Yeah, I kept my stop. So originally my stop was going to be back in the range here. And then I just moved it, right? I just kept it up here just in case, because we were right in front of New York Open, and I wanted to leave room, right? After getting the fake out, you know, this candle after breaking lows has no business coming up to break those highs. So although it was a steep wick, you know, I don't want to say I knew for sure that it wasn't coming up there, because obviously everything is probability and nothing is, you know, certainty here. But, you know, I had a good feeling that we weren't going to come back up there. Was I not concerned about the news? I was. That's why I closed right here. So once we hit my area of interest, I was out of there. You know, I'm not a greedy guy. I was done right there. What up, Mr. Lopez? Whoa, I like these. Time to get fed up. Time to get pissed. Would I allow people to copy trade my live account? Absolutely not. I don't even want y'all looking at my live account. Don't even lay your eyes on it. I don't even want y'all laying your eyes on my live account. What platform do I trade from? I trade from Top One. So Trader. Oh my God, I always forget the name of this thing. What is this stupid thing called again? Project X platform. Yeah, Project X. So I trade on this platform, and then I also trade on Tora Markets, which is basically just Dominion Markets, only for U.S. residents. And this one is on Trade Locker. But I think with Tora you can possibly use MT5. I'm not too sure. To be honest. Yeah, but the Tora market account's going good. I'm up 33, yeah, almost 4,000 in 2 days here. So I'll probably do a withdrawal just to do it. And I mean, that's the power of the live account, right? Like you can make money one morning and take it same day. So yeah. So those are my 3 trades. All 3 sells. One up here, which was a 15-minute celery. Yesterday, about 24 hours ago. The other one was an Asian session last night, another celery type of position, and then the other one was sitting right here in New York today. So $3,700 on those accounts, and yeah, I might as well take some of it. Yeah. No bank. Yeah, let me open up my Chase bank account real quick. So you can approve me as your official YouTube live streamer. Oh man. It's the most painful loss I ever took. Which one, brother? Which one? Don't tell me the 1 pip. Where's Andrew? Hey, where's your dad at, Mark? 1 pip Mark. Is he here today? I hope he didn't get sniped on that. Keep doing the same stuff over and over. That's what I'm saying, Cameron. I'm talking to you today, brother. I'm not talking to you. A higher power is talking to you through me. God said, Cameron, listen up here. I want you to be successful, my son. But you keep breaking the plan. Listen to Nick Stewart. Taxes? What are those? I just signed up for the Doge program. Yeah, facts. What do you mean? We signed up for the Doge program. I'm struggling to understand. I understand everything you say. I win thousands of dollars in demo in a day, and I treat it like a live account, but yet I continue to lose on my real account. I would just ditch that demo, brother. Get rid of that thing. That thing's holding you back from making millions. Get rid of the demo. I see Raja in my hometown. Yeah, this dude's traveling around everywhere, man. Raja will be hanging out with us for a little bit on Thursday on the live stream. We're going to do it Friday, but I think he was flying out somewhere. What? That red candle? Wait, what? What tax? Let's see. I've been trading for the last 4 years. Just by joining you on the live stream makes me profitable. Oh my God, there you go. W, brother. So just by joining, so that sounds to me like I just take the playbook setups and I win, I lose, but at the end of it, the outcome is income. Because you are going to lose trades, right? We all know that. I mean, I lose trades all the time. Well, I don't know about all the time, but I do lose trades. But I'll be honest, I'm very picky, so I only take good trades, so that's why I have such a high win rate. I don't be drooling all over the charts, slobbering all over them, trying to get some money. Right? I wait for it to get to me, and when it comes, it comes. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't care, right? I want to sit in a green trade. I want to make sure I'm taking a good quality trade, and most of those good quality trades that I see and that I judge are winners. That's just how it goes. Demo is the demo is the devil. Yeah, get rid of that demo account, man. That thing is chalked. I really never did the demo stage. Maybe I should have in the beginning because I just went straight into my own capital. But yeah, I say demo just to test something out, not to trade on. What if the red candle not closed below the range? Would you still sell? No. Nope. So if this, I believe you're talking about this candle here, right? So if this candle right here would have closed anywhere above this range, I would have not pressed the sell button there. Regardless of whether the next candles move down, I wouldn't really care. Yeah, the only reason I took the sell is because that candle closed below. Is Raja coming to Zoom? Yes, he'll be in Zoom. Yep. No stupid questions on Thursday, all right, class? I don't want any stupid questions out of this team right here. Get all your stupid questions out now while I'll be nice to you. I'm even nice to the guys that tell me shut up. Imagine coming on my stream, taking all my trades, stealing all the knowledge, sitting here day in and day out, and then tell me to shut up. That's crazy, bro. I'm going to remember you. I forget who you were already, though, but I'm going to go back to the stream and remember your name. Yeah, great question. But you guys know, I think you guys know the answer to that, right? How many of you guys think if this candle didn't close below the range that I, Nick Stewart, the host of Time to Eat Trading YouTube live streams, would take that sell? You know I would not. You know I would not. Yeah, I guess you could do that too, Crazy B. I guess you could do that. Lost billions. Oh, Raja took this trade too? Oh, that's amazing. There you go. W. Hey, what's up, Jason? What is trading? I have no idea. I don't even know what life is. I'm just trying to figure all this stuff out. Are you stupid or dumb? I don't know anything. By the way, I know nothing, gang. I know nothing. I'm just literally I'm like a baby out here. I'm just learning with an open mind. So many fake people in Discord. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. It's tough, man. It's tough. A lot of people want to be Nick Stewart these days. Yeah, I will never message you guys, though. I will never, ever message you guys, so just keep that in mind. Top Golf, yes, meetup coming. T-minus, who knows, but it's coming. We're going to play some Top Golf. It's going to be awesome. Send me an email. Or oh, yes, TK, we got to lock that in. We got to lock it in. If it was FX something, yeah, of course the username was FX something. Perfectly fitting for the comment. FX crybaby. That's funny. I applied the playbook, but I struggle on sizing up, and it takes time to pass my challenge. Any tips? Yeah, start to like through your consistency, you're gonna start really learning like what's a good setup, what's an okay setup. You know, there's a difference, right? And you should jump into every playbook setup, but just every playbook setup might not be as high probability as the next one, just being like the conditions in the market on that specific day or at that specific time. So through experience, you will learn these little nuances, these little market conditions that can steer you whether or not to size up or size down, right? Like in this trade here, everything was perfect, but I only went 2 contracts. Why? Because, well, number one, because I'm tied to 3 other accounts. So it's still a lot of money regardless. But I should have been going 5 contracts because that's typically what I use. So why did I go 2? Because we were sitting right in front of the New York Open and we were sitting right in front of the 8:30 news. So I take those two, I factor those 2 conditions into this trading idea, and it doesn't keep me out of the trade, but it keeps me low in the trade. It keeps me sized down in the trade. Does that make sense? So if this was 9:30 a.m. and there was no news, the news was out the way, we had all this clean range, the daily was bearish, I'd be in here at 5 contracts and not 2. So you see how I'm basing my size off of the conditions and what's currently happening in the market? That for me has worked the best. What that has done for me is that has, look at my P&L Look at my curve this whole year, right? And look at my trading. So you see how I go from very normal numbers, right? I think of it like base hits, doubles, triples, home runs. See how everything is very averaged out right around here per day? But then you have some bigger pushes, right? Some bigger pushes. And then you got some even bigger pushes, right? And some even bigger pushes. And then you got even bigger, right? So these are all, this is me sizing up on trades, right? So this is me on average taking, again, on average, the same type of trades. But then when the good opportunities present themselves, that's where I decide to go bigger, right? I decide to go up, and that's how your P&L will move. And I learned this from a 8-figure trader, actually, right? That they never look at risk to reward based off of the pips or whatever, right? They base their risk to reward based off of what is actually happening in the market. That's it. So on a day-to-day, you're going to have different things going down in the market. So it's your job as a trader to stay up to date with exactly what's happening and judge your trade based off of the conditions. So where most people, they switch up their RR with that little tool that they use, right? This little thing, right? Oh, I'll have a tighter stop. It'll give me a bit. That's not how I do it. You know, I do it based off of the condition, and that's because this is always going to stay the same, right? My stop is either going to be previous candle high or current candle. But my size is what starts to change. The trade, the partials, the TP, none of that changes. Where most people go, hey, if I want a bigger RR, I'll extend this. I'll just hold longer. That makes no sense, right? According to my strategy. So with my strategy, I'm more of a scalper. And I think my average trade time is 14 minutes. I think I looked up the reports yesterday. And I think it said average trade time is 14 minutes, average hold time, right here. So average hold time for me is 14 minutes. So I'm somewhat of a scalper, right? So that's where I will, you know, just kind of judge a trade and size in accordingly. Yeah, it's a very, if you're a hedge fund owner, you want to see this in your trader, right? You see how there's no crazy big spikes and no crazy big drops. It's just a very consistent, slow move up, right? That's all this is. Like any hedge fund owner who's seen my trading will probably want to hire me in a matter of a moment because it's just predictable, man. Predictable. But again, you know, a lot of people come into trading, they want to take these huge big wins and these huge hits and they want to make all this progress, but they don't realize that slow progress is progress. You know, this has taken me now almost 7 months of just trading every day, right? To kind of get to this point. So for the year, you know what I mean? So just take it slow. Just take it slow. Average win rate, so daily win rate's 88. So that means when I'm green, I stay green. My average win rate here is about 70, right around 70%, 69, 70%, which I'm totally fine with. And yeah, I think this year, usually I have anywhere from 75 to 80% win rate. But this year, I think I've taken a lot more trades, right? I trade basically every session at this point. So I take a lot more trades this year, so it doesn't surprise me that, you know, it's down towards like 70 as opposed to like 75, 80. What are my thoughts on gold? We need a retracement. So what's going to happen here is, let me just get rid of this. These trades are already taken. So basically what I'm looking for here is we're starting to stutter, right? So if we can get a little push up, I'm still bearish, right? I'm going to remain bearish here. But if we can get maybe a push up here and then a new resistance that forms, I like to continue taking sells here today. Yeah, something like that. And now we have the opportunity to, you know, sell back into the rest of the range here. If this candle closes like this, you know, then we would probably be forced to wait for a closure below. But if you get any nice trades, you know, kind of like I just drew there where the candle looks clean and you got enough room to come down, then yeah, these sells look good. I mean, I'm up $3,000 today, but I can make it 6 for FX Crybaby here today. Check this song, Black Sheriff. All right, I'll check it out. I still try to take huge hits. I lose about 20. Yeah, don't aim for huge hits, man. Just base hits win ball games. Like, I have that quote up. I've had that quote up right here in every office I've ever had, because it's truly the game changer. You know, those base hits do win ball games. Those base hits are what add things up. And again, they keep you excited. They keep you fired up, right? Because if you take small base hits every day, but your P&L looks like this, Monday, or well, not like that. Monday, right? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, maybe a little loss on Friday or something, right? And then the next week, it's like Monday, Tuesday, maybe a little loss on Wednesday, right? Thursday. These are all base hits. Are you more excited about this? You know, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If your P&L looked like that, would you be a little bit more happy? Right? But everyone's trying to have these huge, big trades. And what's happening is they're going green, but they're getting caught holding the bag. And they're turning that Monday into a red day. And that Thursday's a red day. And this is a red day, right? And that's a red day. And it's like, okay, you're winning big on the 2 or 3 trades you hit on once or every week, but that is so like depressing. Like, yeah, I'm so fired up to come trade today. Can't wait, right? I can't wait to go 60 pips in profit and get caught holding the bag and get stopped out, right? So base hits are everything. They have completely just shifted everything for me, and you know, just made me profitable. Only bands got sniped? Nah, no way. You can't hold the bag on the pro accounts. Yeah, don't get caught holding the bag on the pro accounts. Nah, where's only bands? There's no way. Who sniped only bands, son? I think they hit you by mistake. Only bands. Where is he? I gotta find his like most recent comment then, right? Only bands is Gucci though. He's in the clubhouse. Compound effect, yes sir. Risk management is on point. Yeah, well, just like Q said right there, years of losing will teach you, you know. And I did lose for years, gang. I know it doesn't seem like I lost for years, but I did. Respect the schmear. You learn to respect the schmear. You know, gang, someone asked me yesterday, they said, man, that's pretty awesome. You know, how long has it been? You know, I think they were expecting me to say 2 years or whatever, and I told them it's been 15 years, G. It's been 15 years since I've really started to attempt to become successful. So, you know, it's the physical form of success really just only popped off like 5 years ago, right? But, you know, it's been a long time coming. Let's see. What we got? We got cats. We got kitties, cats. All right, yeah. So if we get resistance up here, we're you know, we're back to business. He's in the gulag. Nah, not only bands. That ain't right. Why y'all do only bands like that, man? Who's gonna spam the end of the W's at the end of the stream now? That's my hype guy right there. He gets me fired up. Friendly fire. Oh snap. Let's go to the gulag. Let's go to the quake yard. Hold on. I gotta go to the quake yard and pull him out. How many people are here today? 750? Yeah, 750. Let me see. Yeah. Nice. 766. Let's go. W. 766 winners. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. Even if you're losing, man. Like I said, this is years in the making. years in the making, man. If you're still in year 1, year 2, you better get ready to live a successful life. Pick your head up. Stop moping around. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get to it, man. Get to it. You're literally out here doing what other people are not willing to do, so you can live a life that most people could never even dream of or imagine possible for themselves. Give yourself a round of applause, man, for real. No need to be down on yourself. Life is a blessing, man. The class is in session every single day. Every single day. We never reach destination, gang. We're always on the way. Always on the way. So if you guys are doing good, if you guys are learning, if you're making your mistakes, no matter where you are in the journey, I just got to say, just don't let up on the gas. Don't grow weary in well-doing, because when the time is right, the harvest will appear. It's a promise. It's promised to you. It's law. All you got to do is abide by the law, align with the law, and eventually, through time and effort, it'll happen for you. It'll happen for you. So if you're limping in here, I'm here to say, trust me, I've been there. I've been down in the dumps. I've been bummed out. I've been pissed off that I would not where I want to be. And you just got to keep staying focused, man. Staying steady. Don't look at your current circumstances as if it's your only circumstances, man. Just look towards the future. Look towards the future. Long-term perspective at all times. I think we got Johnny Gems in the house. Is that my man? There he is. The man, the myth, the legend. I got to spotlight you now, though.
My man.
How you doing?
How you doing? What's good, my man?
You're what's good, brother. You're what's good.
Nah, bro, it's all you.
All you, G.
Sir.
How we feeling?
Feeling amazing, bro. Blessed and highly favored.
W.
Grateful to be here. What's up, chat? Yep. Happy New York sesh.
Yes, sir. New York. New York. What up, Sam, man?
Sam, man, what's good, bro?
Oh, yeah, free only bands. Let me free only bands here. Johnny
Only bands.
Gems. The W keyboard champion is still Z Gamer. Oh, man. All right, let's get only bands out of jail here. He's got enough money to bail himself out, I'm sure.
Bro.
Let's
It's
get
true,
him
my
out of
man.
here. How are you,
How the hell
Johnny
is he in
Gems?
jail, bro?
I think he
Yeah.
got hit with some friendly fire by mistake.
Oh,
Let's
our mods
pop
don't
up.
play, man.
Let's pop up to the YouTube studio and get him out of here. Yo, if you guys aren't subbed to the channel, subscribe to the channel too. We're 44,000 deep. We need 50. We need 50. All right, let's go get only
Back it
bands
up.
out of here. All right, settings, community, and the Quake Guard. Who wants to see the Quake Guard? Anyone? Your name might be
That's
in
not
it.
pretty, bro.
Who knows? Hold on. Let's see. Only bands. Let's find them.
We know a couple people.
Let's
There
find
might be some
my
watching
man.
right now.
Oh, definitely.
Hello, Quakers, if you're watching.
A lot of likes, a lot of looks, not a lot of likes though. A lot of looks, not a lot of likes.
Yeah, man.
Dang, I don't see only bands in here, gang.
Damn, bro. You must be hidden in there.
Holy smokes. Where's my boy? Ah, I found him. You guys, that ain't right. That ain't right,
Yo.
man. Stuck my boy only bands in the Quake Yard. That's not right. All right, he's
Damn.
good. He's free.
Yo,
He's free. Where are you, brother?
whoever. I want to know the mod who did that. Maybe text me personally.
There he
Cheers.
is. Let's go. He's a free man. We get it done over here, man. We get it done.
Only bands.
He's back. He's back. Let's get it. The story of the Chinese bamboo tree. Facts. Facts.
Yep.
Traders X in the building. What up, bro? What up, Christian? John, great trade, bro. Great trade. The fact that we both had those
Yes,
was
sir.
awesome. I didn't even peep it. I didn't even peep the stream or anything. I just set them up there, and then I seen that you had them.
Yeah, bro. Great trade, man. Sell off resistance. Very nice trade.
All thinking the same. Thinking that's the cool part about the playbook too. It's like it's either there or it isn't. Like it's either straight up right in front of you, or it's like it's not there.
It's either there or it's not. Just like you're either pregnant or you're not, right?
Mm-hmm.
The lights either on or they're off in the room. Can't like have them both on or off, you know?
I want to recommend an audiobook for you guys. All right, let me get it up here. I mean, I could tell you the same thing that the audiobook, but you won't really listen to me like you'll listen to the audiobook. Because, again, just like Jesus, right? He wasn't a prophet in his own hometown. Like, I understand it. I show up here every day, you know, like, you know, at some point you kind of don't take, you take it for granted a little bit. And look, I mean, I understand that, right? I did the same thing with my mentor a little bit. But I want to just encourage you, don't take it for granted. Don't take it for granted. I think it was called the 5%. Yeah, I think that's it. Yes, I want to recommend a audiobook to y'all. And let me send it here to you guys. There we go. Perfect. So whenever you guys have free time, check that out. Very, very good. I listened to it the other day, and I thought it was phenomenal. I thought a lot of I was thinking about you guys too, and I thought a lot of you guys can benefit from it.
Wow, bro. I was literally just listening to this like a couple of days ago.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's funny. Great minds think
it's
alike.
fire. Gotta read that. I mean, gotta listen to that book right there.
All right, we're back. Look where we are, right in front of 9:30. What a surprise. Oh, man.
Nothing new.
Just like we drew up an hour and a half ago.
Just the markets repeating themselves over and over again. Same patterns, different day.
Remember the famous quote by Raja, if the markets do the same thing every single day, why are you trying to do something different?
Yep, bingo. That's it, bro.
Well, I want to come up with a super duper triple ripple profitable strategy. I know I could do it. By the way, this is not my playbook. This is I guess this is our playbook, right? So again, the ego tends to come in with trading like, I don't want to follow Nick's playbook. Dude, this ain't my playbook. I took this from Raja and Don Vo. I didn't invent anything here. You know what I mean? So like, do like I do, right? I wasn't like, I don't want to take Raja's playbook. No, it was working. It was making money. I mixed him and Don's, started to throw my own experience in, kept it pretty much as packaged, a little bit different, and then just went to work. Just went to work on it.
Bro, dude's been taking buys off supports and sells off resistances since the early 1900s. What's going on here?
But for some reason, you want to figure out some crazy thing that you can just call your own or something. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I don't want to call anything my own. I want to make money. All right, I want to live a financially free lifestyle, be there for my children, inspire the world, and help thousands of people financially every single year because we're getting money, right? I don't care. I don't need the badge of honor. I don't need the accolades. I don't need the recognition. I don't need to be the owner of the playbook. I don't care, right? All I care about is my vision and my dream, and whatever's going to get me there, as long as it lines up morally, I'm in. I don't need to reinvent anything or call anything mine or nothing like that.
Nick, here's your gold medal for following someone else's playbook.
Thank you. You do know that's what success
take
is.
that.
It's copying, right? Success is about copying, not reinventing.
Like Nick says, if you're going to walk a minefield, follow someone. Facts.
Yeah. Don't care who made it, as long as it works and makes money, I will milk the... Exactly, there you go. That's it. Donvo's strategy is different. Yeah. So Don has changed his strategy up a lot. But if you go back to like 2021, 2022, Donvo, that's the time I was watching him. I have no idea what he's up to these days. Or for the last, honestly, 2.5 years for that matter. Because I haven't really watched anything from anyone since I started my live stream. Raja included, just here and there a little bit. Bro. Yeah. How do you fully follow the playbook? You wait for the playbook setups and you check a couple boxes, right? So a couple things you need. You need playbook setup, obviously. You need volume. You need higher time frame direction, and you need clean range.
Clean range.
That's it. That's how you follow the playbook to the T. Playbook setup, check. Where's the check? Check. Where's the check? Check. Check. High volume, check. Clean traffic to the left, check. Higher time. Wait, what was the last one?
On your bias.
Volume, bias. Yeah, higher time frame direction, check. That's it. That's how you follow the playbook.
So you want to get better at following the playbook? Before you take any trade ever, make sure all those boxes are checked. All right, new exercise.
Just write it down now and then check them every trade.
Don't take a trade unless all those boxes are checked. If you do, then what are you doing?
Yeah, so let's talk about this trade right here. All right. So we got playbook setup, onion play. Check. We have clean traffic. Do we have clean traffic to the left? We do. Check. Do we have volume? We're in pre-New York. Check. And do we have higher time frame direction? Check, right? Daily's bearish, 4 hours rejecting. See how those boxes just checked off? Yep. Simple
now,
stuff.
No more thinking, execute. Put the trade on, because execution's your edge, right? You can't get your statistical data or your statistical numbers without executing. So execution's your edge. Don't even think about it. Just execute when those boxes are checked, when those conditions align. Execution time, no more thinking.
Exactly.
If you're doing any more thinking than just executing, you are trying to develop some sort of certainty in an uncertain environment, right? You just got to execute based on probabilities.
And by the way, you can search for certainty your whole life here. Remember we talked about in the beginning of the stream, some people are still trading. They started trading 20 years ago. They still haven't been profitable, right? Because they're probably trying to find certainty in an uncertain market. They're trying to be right about all the trades. Look, I know when I follow this plan, if I take 100 trades, I'm going to lose 30, right? But guess how many I'm going to win? 70, right? And it's predictable. It's time after time. It's month after month. It's year after year at this point, right? So I know I'm losing 30. I don't care. I'm down. I'm ready, right? Because at the same time, I know I'm winning 70. And I know that these numbers are pretty damn accurate year after year. Yeah.
Yep.
And like John said, once this is all in line, there's no more thinking necessary. You don't need to think anymore. Your job is done. Set the sell stop, manage a trade, pick your partials, pick your TP, and stop thinking. That's it. Nothing more to think about. And by the way, if you go against this, right, then you screw up the numbers. So if the trade doesn't line up, so if you go, okay, cool, playbook setup, higher time frame, right? But let's just say it's not a playbook setup. So some people, they disregard the playbook setup. They do go, oh, higher time frame, direction, clean traffic, but no playbook setup. And they wonder why they lose. They wonder why they don't have a 70% win rate. They wonder why they can't get the same results week after week, month after month, year after year. Because you're screwing up the numbers. You're taking random trades, which produces random results. You take the same trades, you duplicate every trade, you get duple results. It's that simple. Am I in a trade? No, I was in this trade here earlier. So we took sells right here on this candle.
Trading is so simple that it's complicated.
Yeah. Again, that goes back to like one of the best questions we ever got on the stream. What's the hardest part about trading? And my answer was very fast, and it's almost seemed like I didn't even think about it. But I said, you know, the hardest part about trading is realizing that trading's not that hard at all.
Right.
Mind blown.
Yeah, man.
You just got to be boring. You just got to wait for your trade, right? Now the problem is that W word. It's like a curse word to some of you guys. The wait. You got to wait. You got to wait. All right, you got to wait. You guys look up the definition of waiting, and you got to get good at that. Boom, boom. I seen a tweet by my boy Evan. It was a good one. They're usually always good ones. And what he said was, let's see, what was it again? He said, I used to force trade just to feel like I was doing something. Now I know. No setup equals no trade equals no problem. No setup equals no trade equals no problem. But Nick, I have to make money. No, you don't. Get a job. If you have to make money today, go work for a job. Right? That's better than forcing your way into the market and blowing your account. Either way, you're going to need a job. You're going to need to up the account again, right? After blowing it. So no setup, no problem.
That's the bottom line, man. That's the truth.
I think that gets harder to wrap your head around when you're on a live stream and you're expecting someone to just be here to, I don't know, spoon feed you trades or something, right? I don't know what some of your intentions to get out of this stream are, but I hope you're here to learn, to grow, to become the best version of yourself. I hope you're not here just waiting on a trade, waiting for me to make you successful. Right? Because that ain't going to happen. I'm going to teach you everything that's helped me become successful, but it's on you to help yourself, you know, at that point. So get your intentions right, get your focus right, and lock in. Do you think 930 will give us a trade? Let's see. Are we? Yeah, maybe a little fade position coming up here. Yeah, so maybe a little break of the lows could work out.
This is the time to take these inverted salaries, high volume times.
Yep.
Like 9:30.
If you don't want to wait, everything will get heavier. Holy bars, bro.
Damn.
Bars. So I'm really not trying to ruin any of my profits here. I do like this trade though, but I'm probably gonna move down to the MGC and just go a little lower on this trade. I want to keep my 750 today.
No way, Nick on the MGC. Whoa.
Maybe.
Nah, I'm just kidding, bro. That's understandable, bro. Like, you don't even have to trade.
I don't have to take this trade, honestly.
Like, you give everyone your inputs and stuff. That's more than enough.
It is.
Okay, bro.
Be patient. Wait for the playbook. Yup. Yeah, exactly. Or be forced to wait for the paycheck. Yeah, I mean, that's what we talked about that one day. Like, you'll wait all week for your paycheck, but you won't wait 30 minutes for a candle closure. It's crazy.
Alright, bro. It's like, what?
But yeah, this is right where we're looking for resistance, right around the time we're looking for it. So, yeah, there's a potential impulse entry in front of us here. Why isn't the 30-minute trade to go up? Because we're currently sitting right at that previous zone there, right? So I think as long as we stay below there, we're looking at some shorts here. We're looking at continued selling pressure coming back in. So just think of it like a trend, right? We're moving down, making a new high, and then possibly coming back down here. All right, let me hit this MGC and let's run it here. All right, so sell stops here on MGC. I'm going to obviously be going low here. It's 9:30. We'll see if we can get in this. We should get a lot of volume to push through. We are still pretty bearish for the most part. I'm going to be keeping stops above the highs here, which is going to be roughly about 38 pips. Yeah. I'm risking very low. I'm not trying to risk my profits for the day, so I'm just getting in here with y'all just because this is a pretty good playbook setup.
They're in high volume times too.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're big green on the day, just go small here. You know, this looks great though to continue moving down if we start breaking through those lows there. All time frames are bullish. Yeah, so you gotta. I could see what you mean here with that daily. Like the daily just doesn't seem to want to go down. The 4 hours trying to do all this stuff too here. I like this because it's a pullback here. But yeah, you are right. Now that I'm looking at that 4 hour candle, I would just size down. If you guys like this trade, which I kind of do, just size down. Yeah, or don't even take it. Yeah, I didn't really realize how that 4 hour popped back up there. But 1 hour
back in that resistance area.
Yeah, 1 hour is still bearish. Maybe a little pack runner here. 30-minute is right at that zone there where we wanted the pullback to. We never closed above it. The 15-minute closed that doji stuff here too. So I think it looks pretty good to continue down towards like 34.06 here. Yeah, the only thing shaky now is that 4 hour like back up. I don't really like that as much.
I feel you. It's good that this 30-minute though fills like comes up first, fills the wick, and then like if it wants to go back down, re-break the low. No.
Yeah. Plus you got a lot of chop up here and all that too. So I don't like the buys, that's for sure. But if we do break the low, I do like to sell there. Yeah. MGC is just a lower lot size chart, so it trades a little bit lower in size. Four-hour resistance. Yeah, the 4 hours consolidating and stuff too. But this is what I planned out from earlier, so this is what I'm just going to execute. If we break the low, I'll execute here. Maybe we'll get a little pack runner there too, right up in that resistance. Dude, is this annoying anyone else but me, this little red dot here? My goodness, how long has that been there?
I didn't even notice.
All right, we kind of broke the highs there. So if we keep pushing, I'll just delete it. But if we start breaking the low now, that'd be amazing. That's the trade I want right there.
Yeah, I'm with that, bro.
I'm not going to take this on my personal account. I'm done on this account for the day.
Smart.
So I'll just let that one rock. If you guys are looking for a good broker, this is a U.S. regulated broker that Raja. It's basically Dominion Markets, only with a new name, and it's accessible for U.S. clients. So I put some money in here the other day on over the weekend, and I've been trading it the last 2 days. So it's a pretty good broker so far. I'm gonna do some withdrawals and stuff, and I'll keep you guys posted on everything. But yeah, if you guys want to trade your own capital, so I put about 30 grand in. That's pretty much what I've taken, give or take, from payouts so far this year. So I figure I'll put that money in there and see if we can kind of flip it more. All right, so just take profit, make more profit, to make more profit, to make more profit, pretty much.
That's probably the best thing to do with your profits.
Avoid paying taxes. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
That's like that's probably the best thing to do with your profits, from your prop firms. Put them reinvest them in your personal account. Yeah.
Do I risk the same? On this one, I'm risking five lots. So every trade so far has been 5 lots. I've made about 1,000 per trade so far. Yeah, I'm not too sure why those close separately. See the 800 and the 200, and then like another 1,000. Yeah, so I made about $1,000 per trade. I don't know why those two are broken up, but The name of this broker is if you hit exclamation point broker, the link will pop up. It's called Tora Markets. It's a sister company to Dominion Markets. It's basically Raja's U.S. broker. Yeah, it's pretty dope. It's got the same exact stuff, same like spreads and commissions and all that from Dominion Markets. It's CFDs. Yeah, it's CFDs. Yeah. They use Trade Locker too. So far so good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, I've only taken 3 trades here. 1, 2, and 3. All sell positions. No, you don't have to pay for live data on this. I'm not sure if you could use magic keys on Trade Locker. I'm not too sure about that actually. If we can though, I'm whipping mine out. You can't, right? No, I think it's just an MT5 or a C Trader tool. Yeah. Yeah, if you're interested in the broker, there's a link there. You can click the link, set up an account. Basically, it's the exact replicate of Dominion Markets. Almost 4K in 2 days on the live. Yeah, that's enough to keep. Yeah, that's enough to keep you away from that 9 to 5. Yeah. 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 I think you're right. What is it? 3,700. Yeah, 3,700 in the last 2 days here. So this is just 3 trades. 1 in New York session yesterday. 1 in Asian yesterday, and then the next, that other New York session trade. But yeah, it's been a minute, so it's been fun. It's been a little bit since trading my own capital. Oh, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gents. The race is on. Downtown we go. Come on, Goldie.
We get this volume.
Come on, Goldie. I'm risking $50 here. You could do it, Goldie. I think once we get into, I would say, this area here, we go break even. And then see if it can continue down. But I'm only risking $50 on this trade, so we'll see what happens. I forgot I even had this order in. I love Magic Keys. Yeah, Magic Keys is lit. You guys know I love Magic Keys. Oh, someone's calling. Someone's calling. Hello? Hey, brother, how are you? Okay. No. Yeah, this is the biggest purchase I made, so up until this point, so I understand. I do have bank. I have income statements, bank statements, if those can help. But
Definitely some volume.
that's about it. No cosign or anything.
That's for sure.
Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. No biggie. I could try somewhere else then. It's not a problem. Okay. Cool. And then because I was working with someone else, I'm still working with them a little bit, and they're most likely gonna get it done. Just it's gonna be like a little bit of a higher upfront, like down payment for me, and I understand that, being that I've never financed anything that large before, and then a little bit of a higher payment. So if you guys can do that or similar to it, then
So what's poppin', chat?
I mean I was gonna put like 50 or 60 down.
How y'all doing today?
Yeah.
Are you guys in these cells?
What do you say? Yeah, they're trying to get it approved for like 70. So they're working on the 50.
Yeah, best of luck to us in cells here.
I told them probably like my budget would probably be like 70. All right, man. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. All right. All right. Later. All right. What's happening
Like
here?
5 minutes. Candle to close.
5 close bearish.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. I really don't like this trade. Good luck. Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm only risking 50 here, so I'm okay. Why are you risking low? Because I'm already heavy in profits on the day, and I don't know. I'm just taking this trade to take a good quality playbook position. Like, I mean, that was before it really broke the highs, but now that it broke the highs, I would assume we really moved down now. Yeah, I don't want to risk my profits on the day. I'm willing to risk a little bit, but not all of them. Does John have a family, a wife and children? I think John's still, I wouldn't say too young, but still in the younger days. Project T. Another one. Another one. All right. Anyway. What else? Anyone got any more questions? What can we talk about? Let's see. Not much conviction in price action. Yeah, we're all over the place. We did close 5 on the bearish on the 5, right? Yeah, I mean, again, this is not the highest probability trade. I did want to take it, just at a super low size. Yeah, honestly, I probably would have deleted it if I was big in this trade, but I wasn't paying attention to it, and then it got activated. Yeah, because we broke the highs here pretty aggressively. Boom, 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 boom. Just extend the stop. No, I'm just kidding. Got out at break even. Nice. Yeah, nice, nice. John's making 99 million. He is. Yeah, that's pretty good for a young guy, eh? John looks like he's about to fall asleep. He looks like he's full margin. No, I'm just kidding. You see the focus? Let's see. Remove stop loss. That's the old me. Yeah, nah. You know what's crazy about trading too is like trading will bring out everything in you. Like when you get in trading, you will revert back to old habits, old thoughts, all that type of stuff. Like you'll go back to being greedy and you'll go back to gambling, all that type of stuff. And then like it's up to you. Like that's the work as a trader, you know, to be aware of that stuff that's popping up, and your job is to kind of like cut it down. Right, so when it comes up, you gotta cut it down, right? And then like it'll kind of bring out all of those things back in you one by one, you know, one day at a time. And it's literally your job every single day to be like, no, I don't gamble anymore. No, I don't do this anymore. I don't do that anymore, and just really like push it back down to the wayside. But it's a beautiful journey, man. It really is. He full margin this trade, John. John, you're not full margin in this trade, are you? I don't think John will full margin any trade. What up, Magnus? Magnus here. Oh, this is a good sign. We closed below. London trades, I don't think so last night. I don't think so. Let's see who we got here. Boom. Yeah, we should move down. I mean, I could definitely see 08 here, right? Like 3408 based off of, you know, just the 15, 30-minute candles here. But we'll see. We'll see. If you guys want to get out at break even, that's your, right now is your chance. It's your time. It's your time. We need a bleeder. I think we're getting a bleeder here. I think so. All right. Well, if I were you, I'd go break even at this point. Maybe close some partials. Yeah, break even. I'm gonna just treat this like a regular trade, all right? So break even now, and then you know, close some partials if you can kind of get down there again, break the lows, and yeah, that's the trade. You can do it, Goldie. You can do it. All right, there's break even. There's partials. So I would hit partials for you guys, and we should cruise down here. So that's 08, and now we'll see if we can get down to 04 here, which 930. I don't see why not. All right, yeah, I'm just gonna yeah, just trail some stops here. There it is. Nice clean push. Another one. Congrats. Congrats, everyone. Yeah, I'm closing full right there, so I'm out. Good trade, good trade. Congratulations. Well done. Let's get a picture of that one. That was really, we entered here, right? Off of this thing here, so partials, you see where we took the partials right here? All right. And we may or may not fill that full range there. Where's Nigel? Nigel, did you make money on this one, bro? Free John? Damn, John, are you? Alright, there he goes. My bad, dude. Damn.
Alright. Free.
You should have won full margin here, you see?
I did not. Just kidding. That was a weird one.
Yeah, that break of the high, though, kind of told the story pretty much.
Yeah, bro. The pack.
Where y'all buyers at, man? You guys are trying to get me to switch my bias here. What's up with y'all? Let the master cook. Just let me cook, man. Just let me cook. Quick question on the breakout setups. You enter on the flip or the bottom of the wick candle. How do you decide how far the wick should go down? So, yeah, that's a good question. So, basically, like, let's say the price is bearish, right? And you're looking to take a sell, right? So, like, what happens is the candle wicks down like this and then starts kind of moving up to make a top wick. So, once it flips, I like the entry on that candle right there, right? But if this candle's like if let's say it went down and made a low first and then it went back up, then that's when sometimes I'll enter on the flip, right? The other thing too is this wick over here on the previous candle, right? So let's say that wick on the previous candle is sitting like right here. Then I would much rather enter on that low all day, every day versus this low here. because this low here now doesn't mean anything, right? Until we really break that low, you're not guaranteed. I mean, you're not guaranteed regardless, but you're not really promised a new low according to price action. So it really just depends on the scenario, but in those type of scenarios, that's kind of like the way I would go about entering.
Yeah, Aaron, all good, bro. It happens. What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? What happened, Aaron?
Trade in a nutshell, bro.
Game recognizes game, and you're looking. Oh, unfamiliar. Wait, what? Hold on, what?
That 15-minute didn't even care to make a top wick.
No, it knew that we were in. It knew that we were hanging out, chilling. I mean, it closed below the range. I mean, it
didn't. Yeah, it didn't really necessarily need a top wick because the 30-minute had one already, and we were coming back down there on the 30-minute too.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically the original trade was right here, right? So we had hold on, let me go to like gold. Let me just go to the GC chart real quick. So, because my chart's still marked up over here. So the original trade was this, right? So forget about all this that happened, right? So the idea was we're bearish on the daily. The 4-hour don't know what the hell it's doing. The 1 hour is closing with like no top wick. The 30-minute closing with no top wick. 15-minute closing with no top wick. And then you get this 15-minute candle right here. So what's the chances the next candle is going up based off of that? Right? I don't think they're very high, right? So the idea on this trade was to simply enter on the break of the low right there and have price come down into these ranges and hit that target, right? So that was the ideal trade, right? We were going to look to take partials right here, and that was the move. So what happened? You get into the trade, we get activated. That candle doesn't do quite what we wanted it to do. But the thing is, we still close below this range here, right? And if we're closing below that range, we're still in position to move down. So the next candle, and then, you know, we're on the 15-minute time frame now. The next candle opens up, does not make a top wick at all, and just drives down. Where does it drive down to? Looking left, right to that TP1 area, and just halts right there, right? So although we would have liked to get that move, right? It just happened a little bit different than we wanted it to, but still ended up exactly where we wanted it to go. So that's the trade.
That's definitely my last trade today.
Plus 930 volume, right? Yeah, it's my third trade here today. Yeah, everything had to do with that.
I took it.
930.
930, yeah.
By the way, we planned this exact move at 8 o'clock this morning. Go back. Go back to the stream.
Bro, plan the trade the plan, man. The importance of that is crazy. That's a powerful, you know, concept right there. I know you made that in the course too. So this play is also in the course too. This inverted celery play.
So after we got out of this trade, we planned the next one. Where was it? Where was it? Oh, there it is. What do you know? Plan the trade, and then what did I say? Wait. Wait for the trade to show up. Does that look pretty good or what? I think we talked exactly that this would happen at 9:32, did we not? I think we talked exactly 9:30 here too. The Don Capo. Oh, the Don Capo. Like, I wouldn't take a sentence again right in front of like 9:30, 9:45. That would be my probably God. the bigger play of the day. Trading is so complicated. That wick would get filled. Oh my God, it's so hard. And we can cruise on down. This is so hard. That's what I'm expecting from like. Come on, man. You know, the New York Open, like 9:30. Come on, man. Open. So we'll see. You know, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I mean, time is what we got here. Sheesh.
That was all we had this time.
I'm gonna have to drop the mic and just dip.
Yeah, bro.
I might have to just get up out of here.
I'm gonna have to dip too because I'm pretty busy, bro. I gotta do some things.
Yeah. So look, rinse and repeat, gang. Predictable, duplicatable. Duplicatable system equals duplicatable results. Say it with me, gang. Duplicatable system equals duplicatable results. Write it on the wall, tattoo it on your head. I don't know. Whatever you got to do, man. Just, we can't make this any more simpler for y'all, man. We really can't. We're trying our hardest, but we're running out of tricks. We're running out of tricks.
All the tricks.
Gonna call it a day. Later futures lower. You earned it, brother. Congratulations. Great trade. Imagine the old Nick. Yeah, imagine that. And look, so this is again, you know, why are base hits so important? Why do base hits win ball games? Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it.
Yeah, man. Focus on base hits, man. That's the key to our system.
Oh my God, gang! We even drew out the break even. Holy.
Bro, that's the same break even in the
yeah, you're right, actually.
We ain't lying, bro. Wicks don't lie. Markets do the same damn thing every day.
Come on, gang. Ain't nobody out on YouTube out here doing this. Drawing them up, playing them out, explaining them full in detail, elevating you in all areas of life. Sub to the channel. Just come here, man. This could be your school for life.
Just commit, bro. Just commit here. Because me and Nick, bro, the only way is up for us, bro. So, come with us.
Can we check charts for stream? Of course. Of course. By the way, someone had a question last night in Asian, and honestly, my brain was so fried at that point last night. If you have that question again, it would be probably a good time to ask. And if you guys aren't in the clubhouse, I recommend you guys start joining the club. Ooh, I got a message from Chala. I recommend you guys start joining the clubhouse, man. Payouts on 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 payouts. Oh my goodness, it just doesn't stop. Just payouts, another one. Holy, even DJ Khaled recognizes it. Just more and more and more and more. So, you know, I'm trying to sell you on the clubhouse to sell you on a better life, to be honest. So join the clubhouse and let's lock in, level up, and get to the next levels here. Yeah, top step payouts, top one payouts. I mean, we did a webinar in January, and we talked about the marching call for this year, and it was payouts, 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 payouts. And this team has literally lived up to what we discussed. So congratulations, way to be warriors and champions and stick to your word. And we went out here and got it. We definitely went out here and got it. So we're just heating up. This is only midway through the year, and we got a lot of year to go here. So we'll keep earning it, and we'll keep aligning ourselves with profits, which is just sticking to the plan, sticking to the playbook, keeping the environment right. Hey, bro, it's been resolved. Oh, okay, cool. Let me open it up and see what you were talking about. Top one stuff. Okay, cool. Yeah, as long as you got it resolved, you're good to go, brother. Plan the move with the plan. That's right. That's right. Charts for stream, right? Yeah. John, you gonna get out of here?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it.
All right,
keep
brother.
my green here for the day. I'll
enjoy.
I'll see you tonight. For
Wait, are you traveling today?
Yeah, I am traveling.
Oh snap! So you're flying out when? Or wait, you're not flying?
Yeah, no, I'm not. Right around like 6. I'm sorry, 5.
Oh, okay.
Like
cool.
dinner time. Yeah. So I'll give you a call on my way there.
All right, cool.
A little bit later.
Sounds good. All right, G.
All right, bet. I'll see you later, bro.
Peace.
Great day, man.
Peace.
Peace. Chat. Have a good day. God bless you all. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.
All right, let's take a look at charts for stream. I don't want to keep you guys waiting forever. Hold on, my friend. Charts for stream. All right. What causes a person to stick to their trading rules when they are winning trades, but when they have a losing trade, they start revenge or stupid trading is because they're not sold on the probability mindset yet. So they're all good. Like I said, everyone's down for the winning, right? Everyone's down for winning, but not everyone's down for the losing. Not everyone's down to be truly all in, right? All in here means winning trades and losing trades and having an edge that will produce an income, right, at the end of it all. So I think most people just don't want to lose. You know, they don't understand that they're, you know, you're going to lose here. So take your loss, right? Understand that you lose trades, take the loss, and then just stop trading. You know, move on to the next day or move on to the next trading session. You got to be probability minded. All right, let's take a look here. So I don't know where to start, but we'll probably start from right here. So 4-hour time frame, 30-minute. All right. So 4-hour wick fill, new 4-hour lows, 200 pips. All right. So wait, what am I looking at here? Is there a question here, or is this just I think it's just yeah, this is nice. This is just like what do you call that? Like an example, right? All right, let's take a look here. So took this L at London, got spread into the trade, daily bullish. Okay, everything bullish outside of the 30-minute. Question is, when a support is created after a bullish push, when should I take the onion and when should I wait for price to consolidate? Okay, let's take a look here. Is there a little example here too? Yeah. So what you want to do is, you don't know what you're waiting for. So you don't know if you're going to get an onion or if you're going to get consolidation or anything like that, right? So number one, you have that support formed, right? But you never got a top wick here, so you would never place a buy stop. So now your job here is to observe, right? So you got to observe this now. So what I would do is I would put a line right here, and I would say, okay, cool. If we're going to move up and we're going to basically pull back and retest, where would it be? So it would probably be a move up, a push down, a retest of that area, and then a continued move up. But if that happens now, what's taking place here is price created a new resistance. So what you can do here is wait, right? Again, that waiting word continues to come back, right? You wait. So you draw support, you draw resistance, and now you say, hey, closures above, I got all this clean range to move up. Closures below, I got all that clean range. And then what'll typically tend to happen is you will consolidate for a little bit, and then you'll pop off and get your breakout, right? There's going to be other times, so you could switch over to a higher time frame, right? And if you get something like, let's say something like this, where now you're getting a bullish closure and it's all above that range, and you have volume coming in, now's your time to take this trade. Let's say you don't have volume coming in yet, you can hold off on the trade and wait for the breakout, right? So let's say now the volume's coming in after price breaks out, and now you can go ahead and take that buy. And if this is like a 15-minute time frame, what that'll look like on a 30-minute or a 1 hour is just a very simple support that's formed. So it's going to take time. It's going to take, you know, experience and chart time and making mistakes and running through the scenarios. But yeah, that's pretty much what I would say. A lot of it has to do with volume too. You know, as you guys notice, I trade all around volume times all the time. Most of my trades are taken right at volume. Let's see here. My thought to take a trade when the candle closed above this area. We had clean traffic to the left, but it ended up closing way too far. Is this correct? Support. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. So something like that. So you would mark that off as a range. Say, okay, you know, buys above, sells below, and then you would just wait, you know, and you wait for this candle to close. At this point, if it closes up here, you know, it's obviously too late. You got to wait for the next move. If it closes somewhere down here, then you can take your execution to continue moving up in that nice clean range right there. But if I was waiting and this candle printed, I would not have a buy stop on the break of that high. I'd be waiting for a little new support, and then I'll take the buys again. Yeah, good question. All right, let's see here. So took a buy 2 hours after London open, got hit at break even, but juiced up after the break even. Okay, 4 hour was bearish, got no top wick, was anticipating the 4 hour to pull back. Okay, saw a fake out happening, break the lows. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I think this is a great trade. Good trade, bro. Is this a valid setup? Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, hindsight's 20/20, but what you're looking for here is, you know, you wick down, right? And then you set a buy stop. So that was the plan. and that looks like a great plan to me, right in that area. So sometimes price wants to do this herky-jerky stuff and hit you at break even, but you were right about the direction. You had the fake out, you had the onion. I think that's a good trade. Good trade, good trade. Is this an onion play? All right, let's take a look. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So price pushes up, price pulls back, you create support. Your entry's on that next candle to fill the range. As long as the 4 hour is bullish, which in this case it is, then yeah, that's a good play right there. Yeah, same thing with the selling side. Yep, good work, good work. Questions marked in yellow. Oh, okay. All right, let's take a look here. So 4 hour looks good for the wick fill, but the 30-minute onion candle formed right after a strong 200 pip bullish move in this scenario. Okay, so number one, would you take this 30-minute onion sell right here? Or would you wait for support to form like range 2 breakout? So 4 hours still bullish. Yeah, I would probably wait at that point. Is it okay to ignore the 200 pip candle to and focus only on the 4 hour and the 30-minute? Like which candle's 200? This one, right? Yeah, so what I would do is, I think we're a little too bullish at that point on the 4 hour, like where prices, oh, I'm sorry, the 4 hour is bearish. Oh yeah, that would be a good sell then. Yeah, that lines up kind of like what we did in New York earlier. Yeah, because you're closing back below that resistance. I would just keep stops above here, and then I would take the trade. Yeah, I'd wait for a top wick on this next candle, and I'd go ahead and sell. Yep, I think that would be good. In that case, you really don't have to wait for a range 2 because you're bearish on the 4 hour. And that 200 pip, that could just be the 4 hour making a top wick. Gold should be melting here, yeah? Yeah, lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, where we at? Where we at? What is this here? This one I can't see. What is this? What is this? I don't open these on stream anymore. Yeah, some crazy. If I can't see it, I ain't opening it. Who remembers that one time, like two years ago? All right, cool. Yeah, target hit, destination tapped here. So that was the full move. We got it, and that's a wrap here. Yeah. See mine? Chal, I don't see yours. In recent, I don't see it. Send it again in charts for stream. But hey, this was a great stream. Yesterday's stream was phenomenal as well. I would highly recommend, if you guys are serious about trading and life and all that, go back and watch yesterday's stream when you have a chance. I think it'll be very insightful for you, especially if you missed it. Never open that again, brother. I won't. I will not. All right, Mr. 8 Profits. See you later. See you later, Q. See you later. Wow. All right. Do you have signals in the clubhouse? No, we don't. No, we don't. Just education. I mean, we call the trades when we take them, but we don't have, like, if we're not live, you're not gonna get like a signal. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna take a trade, I'm just gonna take it, and I'm gonna expect that I taught you how to trade, and that you should know how to take that trade too. Today was actually the first signal ever in the clubhouse and the last. And the only reason I did that is because we were kind of just coming on to stream. So I wanted to let everyone know I was taking a trade. You know, I didn't want to jump on here and just be sitting in profit, you know, without everyone. Yeah, look at the first signal ever in the clubhouse went out today at 7:32 a.m. sell stop. But that was it. That was the first time I ever did that, and the last time probably. Unless we're like right in front of our stream and I'm about to take a trade. Boom, 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 boom. You're welcome, Nigel. You're welcome. Great day for you today, man. By the way, Nigel, if you would like to send some trades in and some charts in, I'd be more than happy to help you. So just the charts for stream channel is available for you. And I'd love to get some eyes on your trade and trades and see what is going on there. So I'm more than happy to help you. All you gotta do is ask. Let's see here. This trade, which one was this, Chala? 15-minute pack after and following the higher time frame. Yeah, basically. Yeah, that was kind of earlier's trade too, where some of us got stopped. I mean, I didn't, but some of you guys did. And then yeah, grabs the pack and just rips down. Same thing happened here too, right? We broke the highs here. We grabbed that pack and then we just ripped from that point. So if you guys don't know much about the pack runner, then I would go to the course. I have a video in there about the course and all that, about the pack runner and all that, to give you a better understanding. Is the clubhouse free? Nah, nothing's free in life, man. Nothing. Even this YouTube stream, it's not free. It's cost of your time and your energy, and that's what I'm saying. We're just throwing the gems out here. Just all you gotta do is take them. How session you have been trading? How many sessions? I trade all the sessions. You heard DJ Khaled. Some people work the night shift. Some people work the day shift. I work all shifts. I represent the hustlers. 12 house worth every penny. Oh, I'm happy to hear that. I work all shifts. What platform do you trade from, and does it work with magic keys? No, it doesn't. I wish. But you can, if you want to use like anything associated with Raja, you can use Torah markets if you're in the US, and I think MT5 is coming there, so you'll be able to use magic keys. Yeah, I think they're bringing MT5 to that very shortly. How could I control myself from breaking rules? Just get a big old hammer, brother. You get a big hammer, and every time you press the button with this hand, you just lift the hammer up and you just drop it. Drop it right on your hand. And every time you break your rules, you have to drop that hammer on your hand. And chances are you will probably stop breaking the rules pretty soon after you break your hand. So you either break your rules or you break your hand. Green, updated, brother, updated. yeah, Raja Banks, yep. Raja's going to be on the live stream Thursday hanging out with us, guys. So if you're free on Thursday, pull up. We'll have a proper conversation with the man himself. Have I ever played paintball? Yes, of course. Answer this man's question. I see him spamming all day. Let's see. Where? Let's see. Oh, you skipped my questions and charts for stream. I sent it again. Oh, my friend. I'm sorry. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look. Oh, this one. The one with the pop-up that I was unsure about. Yeah, let's take a look. All right, let's see here. So waited for a top wick to sell, but it didn't give any, so I didn't take the trade. Is it a good thing, or should I have taken this trade? You should have not taken that trade, right? What would be the difference between taking this candle that doesn't have a top wick as opposed to any other time? right? So for the playbook, it's a hard rule, and it's no top wick, no entry. You know, doesn't matter when, where, how, why. No top wick, no entry. So it doesn't matter if there's clean range to the left and it's 9:30 and the higher time frames are there and the volume's in and the higher time, no top wick, no entry. It's such a simple way to trade. Yeah. So I think you did the right thing here and stayed away. Now, the right thing to do is every time that happens, don't ever get into a trade. Yeah, just stay consistent with that. Let's see. Please check mine here. Let's take a look, brother. Okay, took buys on the break of the 15-minute high, lost his trade. Any advice? Yeah, you're just a little too overextended at that point. So you see how price has been moving up, and now it's starting to slow down here. So what price needs is it needs a bit of a pullback. Plus, we were also bearish on the daily. This was the 4-hour wick to the left, and we never broke that high. Right, so we started coming down at that point, and then this is really where I started taking my sells from today. So yeah, I mean, we were bearish on the higher time frame. We were way too overextended to take buys anyway. I think the best buys would be maybe after like a retest down here. But even that, you had no top wick on that candle. Buyers did get activated there, by the way, and then the liquidity was grabbed to push down. So yeah, I just think buys were not the play today, brother. That's it. You were going against the bias. I see that you were probably looking at the 4-hour mainly, but you got it's more than just the 4-hour. You know what I mean? Let's see here. Got it, brother. Got it. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I would just kind of work on. So if you guys haven't watched this, I would check. This is an old video, but I definitely do recommend it. So if you guys are struggling with putting the time frames together and all that, check out this video right here. How to tell the story from time frame to time frame. I think this one will help you all out. Yeah, it's like a book. It's like a book, you know what I mean? There's chapters to that book, and those chapters are the time frames. So it's all about putting the story together. I think I did a good job in this video at kind of giving you some analogies as like a mystery book or like a crime book, where it's like your job is to solve the crime, right? So that's just like trading. Trading is a story. It's basically one of those books where chapter to chapter will leave you clues, and by the time you get to the end of the book, you'll have been revealed the answer. So that's how time frames work. They're basically like chapters to a storybook, and every single chapter is going to give you a little bit of detail. They're not going to give you the full picture, but they're going to give you a little bit of detail so you can add to your confluence, if that makes sense. Bro, I was right on direction, but price hits my stop loss and then goes in my direction. Yeah, it happens. That's part of the trading business. That's happened to me so many times. You just got to shake it off. Whenever someone says that, I always say, at least it didn't happen in front of 1,000+ people. You know what I mean? At least it just happened in your living room by yourself, hanging out. But when it gets hit in front of thousands of people, right, and then they end up getting hit too, or even whatever, you end up winning that trade, it kind of sucks even more. Yeah, which broker? Yeah, Tora. Yeah, that link right there will lead you to the broker. Yeah. Again, I'll keep you guys posted on how I like this broker, but yeah, if it's anything like Dominion, which it is, it should be pretty good. Pretty good. When do I start the streams? Welcome in, Brat. We start the stream around 7:30 a.m. Eastern. So yeah, you're more than welcome to hang out, pull up, ask any questions that you have, and we'll see if we can help point you in the right direction. Thursday's a bank holiday. Yeah, that'll be perfect. We'll have Raj on the stream Thursday. We won't really have to worry about taking too many trades. We could just chop it up and hang out. All right, Angelo, have a great day, brother. Lock in the 200 a day. What's up, Rose? All right, let's see. Got stopped on both the trades. Yeah, that's unfortunate, man. Yeah, some days, you know, that's how the cookie crumbles. Yeah, so guys, Raja will be here on Thursday. If you guys want to hang out, we'll just have a nice conversation together, and it'll be a bank holiday, so we won't be too obsessed with what's going on in the markets. I think it'll make some time for us to hang out and chill and just have a good time. July meetup. Yes, July meetup is happening. Yes, sir. If you're not RSVP'd, RSVP fast, because, you know, it's piling up, and to be honest, we might have to we might have to shut it down, like, with where we're at, because we've got a lot of people coming now. Yeah. And we only have a mansion that fits like 50, 60 people-ish. So it's starting to get up there. Yeah, it'll be in Tampa. Yup, it'll be here in Tampa. Bro, we got people coming in from Dubai, Germany. Bro, we got people flying in. I'm getting messages, people flying in from all over the world to show up to Tampa for this meetup. So it's pretty crazy. All over the world, all over the country. You know, you got some people obviously here in Florida, but man, this is about to be popping. RSVP gone wild, son. Yeah, for real, TK. Our last meetup was amazing, so we are expecting a good turnout here on this one. If you guys are coming, just go to timedtrading.com and just make sure to RSVP. So come over here to Meetup on the website, and then come down and just make sure you're RSVP'd. Here's some of the information. We'll give you the exact location to the mansion the day before, and you'll only get that location if you're RSVP'd. So just make sure you RSVP. That way you don't miss it. And yeah, last one was good. You guys can watch it. We did a video on the last one, so you guys can check it out and yeah, see what you're in for. It was a good event. It was a good event. We had Austin Silver there. Let's see if he'll be there this year. I don't know. But yeah, go check it out. Pull up on us. But yeah, you can RSVP right here. Yeah, the location of the Airbnb, we'll let you guys know that one like basically the day before. We'll send it out in the email. Yeah, it's a super nice spot though. It really is. I think we're gonna have a good time. Yeah, let me show you guys the place. Let me show you the place. So this is where we're gonna be hanging out. We got this Airbnb for 2 days, so we can all hang out and chill, and there should be more than enough room for everyone to hang out. You can swim, you can chill, you can play games, we're gonna barbecue, we're gonna have a lot going on here. Yeah, you guys are into poker, pool, whatever. We got the bunk beds too. Yeah, unfortunately, you guys cannot sleep here. So let me make that clear. Y'all cannot sleep here. All right, but you guys can hang out for the day, come chill out, and you ain't got to go home after that, but you got to get the heck up out of there. I'll tell you that. We got a little gym too, so this should be dope. Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll get the grill going, we'll get the barbecues going, and yeah. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the... All right, any more questions? Let's see how I can help out a little bit more here, and then I'm probably gonna get going. What's the next trade you would look for? So you're ranging now, right? So let's do a fresh top-down analysis here on gold, right? So you have the daily time frame, right? Daily time frame. We talked about this already. Resistance was formed here. We moved down, right? Where do we move down to? Right in this range here, right? More resistance was formed. We moved down. Where do we move down to? Right back into that same range, right? Now you got new resistance here. I would expect us to start moving down on gold if we can break those lows and continue to move bearish here, right? Now the only issue here is that this daily candle, and I think this has been the hold up here today, is it's got like no bottom wick on it, right? This one right here. So, you know, that could be a problem, right? We also kind of borderline close below, right? So a little sketchy closure. I think if today's daily candle can close, like actually close below like this, then tomorrow's going to set up nicely. So that's the daily. If we go to the 4-hour though, notice how this is the big problem all day is the 4-hour chart. So you got support, right? You have resistance, and we've just been hanging out in here since yesterday, right? So this is what's making everything so difficult. This is why trades aren't running. You know what I mean? So that's why you're not getting much out of these moves here today. 4 hours just very confused. But all in all, we did break the lows there. We are rejecting the highs. I'm still pretty bearish. You got a 1-hour closure coming up in like 33 minutes, which is, you know, coming up pretty soon. So maybe a 1-hour closure below, and you can get a move down. I'm done trading for the day. None of this looks that appealing to me. You know, maybe 30 closures below, but I'll be honest, these don't even look that good. With that 4-hour being confused like that, you know, there's no more volume really, right? So not much we could do here. 15-minute keeps closing at support. I'd probably wait for a higher time frame, like a 1-hour to close below, or a 30-minute, and then maybe go from there. Yeah, so maybe 30-minute sells here will work out well. I'm not going to take it, but it's not that I don't think it's a good trade. I would say the closure below is not that bad, but yeah. I don't really like gold here at all right now. What time's Raja coming? I'm not too sure. I'll probably just send him the link and just tell him pull up whenever. Raja took the same trade you took at 7:30. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I mean, we all took it. John took it. I took it. I think everyone, you know, it's pretty obvious. I studied, bro. I studied. I would say look more towards NQ today, if anything. But even that, I mean, the 4 hours is disgusting here. So this is not a good trading day, to be honest, man. You got FOMC coming in tomorrow, so I would just chill. If you're green for the day, I mean, there's no need to trade anymore. No need to trade. But yeah, I would say resistance is here now, and I wouldn't touch anything in that range. All right, let's see. Anything else in the clubhouse here? Yeah, I mean, gang, if you're green today, just wrap it up. Hit the showers. Hit the showers. Let's see. All right, I think we're good, man. I think we're good. Anyone have any other questions? Other than that, I'm out of here. I think this is a great day. We walked away with 2 wins, 3 wins since Asian last night. So I'm pretty satisfied. I got some things to do today, and probably wrap this up. I'm not green or red for the day, but this 4 hours has been ugly, so I'm not touching it. Great idea, Matthew. Seriously, good idea. $0 counts as green. Don't make it a red. Ooh, TK throwing trading bars. He said $0 counts as green. Don't make it a red day. I like that. I like that. W. TK, the trading guru. All right, man, I'm out of here. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I definitely enjoyed my time here with you all today. I hope you guys learned something. We touched on a variety of different topics and ideas and whatnot, and I hope this stream helped you, and I hope it blesses your life moving forward. So we'll see you guys on the next one tomorrow. If you guys are in the clubhouse, I'll see you back in Asian session tonight and in London. The rest of y'all, we'll see you guys back for New York sesh tomorrow. We got FOMC. Stay safe today. Don't do anything too crazy. Let me just tell you, based off of experience, a day like today before FOMC could be very choppy. And if you don't have experience in chart time to understand the market when it's like that, you have no business being in it, bro. So just wait for the next day, and then we'll come back tomorrow and run it up, all right? Proud of y'all. Love you guys. Hope you guys have an awesome day, and I will see you guys mañana. Deuces, my friends. Peace, peace, peace. Later. Jesus, he walks with me.
Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk.
Whoa!
I was chasing my glory, then fell asleep. Woke me up and told me to go feed the sheep. Sent me deep in the streets just to bring them peace. Yeah, we be where them blickies be busting. Where they end your life with no discussion. But as soon as they see the light rushing, they know that the Lord walking with us, no bluffing. People say that I'm fake, I'm like, okay. Do you walk in the light or you throw shade? 1 more sex on my skin, I got no shame. We was preaching about Jesus before fame. Get it? Did that. On my side, yeah, he been that. That's the devil where my sins at. On the cross, cause he pinned that. Big throne where he sits at. Death hit him, then he hit back. Resurrected, yeah, that's big facts. Told us hold it down till he get back. Get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah, walk with me. Step in the scene with the fly, had to keep it so steady, don't fall for the fox. Had to cut out the session, he guarded the crop. Hold up, spiritual weapons when miracles happen. I'm never surprised cause it got. Ain't serving no Hannah Montana, ain't switching my better like David, we slinging the rock. We kicking this beating, why serve you sure, even if it mean I'm bleeding. Come kill my flesh, my soul still breathing. Speak through me, yeah, yeah. This heart keep beating, these lungs keep singing. Come and step into the kingdom, for the ones mistreated. Till the day we see them. This feel like the moment we seeking the day we can sing up the one to get freedom to walk. Walk, 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 walk. I walk, 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 walk. We walk, get back to the business. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I got the light shining, come get it. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. Walking with Christ, moving where it's gritty. I feel the spirit moving through the city. I see the people trying to bring them with me. We got a light, tell them come and get it. Yeah. We walk. A2000 EST OCOEE. Yeah, hey, yeah, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I want my dog, ay. Birds of a feather, we gon' fly together. Ay, we gon' rock forever like it's heavy metal. I ain't Christopher Columbus, I would never settle. I ain't Lewis, I ain't Clark, I would never settle. God told me I'm Olympic, for real. Ay, seek the kingdom, why you simping, for real? Why you talking, you should listen, for real. All this jaywalking got me limping, for real. Hey, jaywalking, hey, Jesus walking, hey, Jesus talking. Yo, big faith, yeah, I need a whole lot of that way, where I'm about to go like amigo. Can't see the vision, then you can't be me amigos. I call up my girl and then we pull up to the Rego. That's the only time we pay to see you acting way different, way different. Same book, but the page different, the page different. Is it cliche to say I'm lane switching? Well, I'm lane switching. Hold on, let me put my turner signal on, so they see me coming, they still can't see me coming. Only two things that I need is peace, I need love, I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace, I need. Hey, my studio is wherever I sit. Hey, I plug in the microphone and then you hear that click. It's a hit. Hey, way it hit 'em like, whoa, man. Hey, make 'em do the uh-oh, man. Hey, how you just came up with whoa, man. Flow electric, this is not a slow dance. Not a slow dance. We come together and we pray and hold hands. He give grace, so wherever grace lands. He paid the price, ain't have no escape plan. Yeah, no plan.
I scanned it. Hey, we saving souls on the campus. Hey, but this ain't no religion, we ain't following your antics. Hey, thank you, Lord, I sit like a praying mantis. Enemy just tryna see me sink Titanic. Never out, but I'm outlanded. Even when I'm out, soon as I land. Back to the beach, back to the sand. Is back to the only two things that I need is peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above. I need peace. I need love. I need everything that's coming from above.
Rocky, hear your father, turn your cheek, don't fight. I'm rapping my tail off, I'm shipping the mail off. I'm getting my prayers off, taking my hands off. I wake in the morning and get out the box like Kellogg's. So much from day to day, feel like a featherweight, gave it to God to take care of. Hey, few, I let go, let God. Let me go catch my red eye. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I am KB, that there 1K, tell them twin identical. Pride on minimal life behind these bars, my album criminal. I can't do subliminals, what you think is not this critical.